We Die, episode 114, into the hidden heaven of minutes. We go. Hit it, DJ. All right, guys, girls, and school world. Hey, how you guys doing today? It is. Oh, yeah. Doing well. I'll be playing as Mayhem, your Goliath, barbarian blood hunter fighter, and also Tombclaw, your purple female tiefling, known as the Purple Queen of Death. And she will be our death cleric, as well as on the side, Luna Wormwood, just in case for purposes of communication. Now, for the rest of you, I'd like for everybody else to introduce themselves before we start off this show of Rolling to Die. Let's start off the line, start off with Dom the Sage, and go down the line from there.
Greetings, everyone. Excuse my mic. I am Dom, Sage the Intelligent, and tonight I will be playing with the Rogue Elf, Kit.
My turn?
Go ahead. You wish.
Hello, all you girls, squirrels, and all them oodle-lollies out there. I'm Dark Trooper, and I'll be playing Grismont Displaced Baton. The best friend orc.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's yours truly, Olion72, coming back to play as your favorite draconic sorcerer, Avner, the Dragon of Cindersill. Ready to throw out some fireballs. If anybody wants to throw fireballs as well, the more the merrier.
Don't you dare spit fire!
Oh, I'm gonna, whether you like it or not.
Oh,
Damn you.
And last but not least, until the rest join in,
and bringing you your music, and also playing as everyone's favorite Fire Ganassi, Edward Knight, I am DJ Thunderbass.
Woo! Thunder noise.
okay.
Shocking, isn't it?
All right, this is part 4 of our D&D. And I would like for everybody here to all roll 2d20, please, and let me know what those 2d20 are.
Here we go.
I can get the website to open it. What the?
17 and 7. 24.
All right, give me a second. You said 17 and 7.
Yeah, you were there for a
16,
second.
10.
Alright. 7 and a 13 for Abner.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Hang on. You said a 7 and what?
7 and 13.
What'd you get, Dom?
A double 15.
What'd you get, Dom the Sage?
Nice.
15. Nice.
Crit.
You got a critical.
And
Nice.
a beautiful roll.
What did Mayhem get? An 11
Nothing.
and a 2. That's horrible. What about Never mind. We're going to go with Mayhem.
Whoa.
So that just happened. Remember, people, that was live. Love it.
In the belly of the beast.
All right, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Grismont eating people again.
You guys all remember what happened last?
I cannot confirm
yeah.
or deny whether I've eaten people.
All right. Now, the other people said they were still going to, are they having an issue still joining in, or?
I believe so by the looks of it, yeah.
Let me message now. Fine now.
We apologize for the
There we go.
technical.
I messaged them. For DJ Thunderbase, we'll minus that spare one for now of that screen share, so we have spare room.
Spare
If you don't mind.
Are we in Narnia?
Yep, the one in the background. I was meaning the
Boom.
That gets rid of me. That was the backup one.
no, yeah, I was talking about the one that's closed right now.
Oh. That's the ending video.
Yeah, that's my bad. I was meaning that one. Yeah, we'll put that on at the end. It's just so we have the room right now for the others to join. All right, because I can only hold up to 10 right now. Once I hit the 10, it kicks or doesn't want people to jump in. And the other two should be jumping in. If someone wants to message them, let them know. So, back to it, guys, girls, and squirrels. We last left off with all of us resting, except for a couple taking their shifts at the time. The last one to take their shift was Alex and not Calm, sorry. Who was with Alex at the end of the night? Because we had Mayhem, Grismont, and Shishi with Pando. And then it shifted off to Alex and I can't remember the other characters. There wasn't. I better check that last episode. Abner was sleeping in next to the wall. You know that.
Yep.
Big giant dragon trying to make sure that nothing gets in.
Yep. Big old ancient red dragon just taking a little cat nap.
All right.
On top
It's been
of
a
a
full-
firewall.
I mean, I gotta stay
Now-
nice and warm. Thank you.
Well, yeah,
All
I
you
can
guys
put the
have-
firewall up for you.
All you guys have a long rest right now, so make sure you have that put in there that you have a long rest.
All right.
Okay. So, who wants to be the first one to deal with the break up?
Well, let's roll initiative.
Hey.
Chifu joining in.
Hello.
Welcome, mate. Welcome. Glad you can join us.
Hey guys.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Rolling to Die and to DJ Thunderbase for the custom background music. Gigi,
You're not.
what's up, my friend?
Sorry, what?
Introduce yourself to the world.
Sorry, what did you say?
All Alright.
basically character introductions, basically. So, CG,
Yeah, you
what's your
Yes.
say
character's
your name,
name?
say your character, your name, what your class is.
Oh, hi. Hey guys. I'm Triton. I'm a Triton fighter. Wait, no, I'm a sea. Wait, yeah, I'm a sea elf sorceress.
Nice.
So yeah. Level
Sorceress or
20.
sorcerer?
Sorcerer actually male.
Okay.
I cast fireballs. After double fireball build going on. Yeah.
That was beautiful, that last session. I loved it.
Thank
I
you.
think Avner and you became really good close friends overnight.
Definitely.
Plus, he loves to smell fish because he's a dragon. But so
No,
Taurus, I
no.
would like you to roll 2d20 for me to start your character's day. Let me know what those 2d20 are individually.
Oh, don't forget that we had a long rest too.
Yes, and a long rest for your character so you have full health.
Okay. 20.
Alex is able to join in now too if you let her know.
18. She's in the shower right now. I'm pretty sure she just got home. So
Okay.
yeah.
After.
You said 2d20, right? 18 and 8.
Okay. All right. So with that, I would like for everybody to roll a turn of initiative to start for our show.
Okie dokie.
Sure.
13 plus 6, 19.
Oh,
One,
my
two,
god.
three,
Oh
four.
my god.
Oh, sweet.
Welcome back.
What was yours, Grismont?
1, 3, 4.
Oh no, you got a four.
That would be a 3 for me. Plus 1 is 4. Yeah.
You got 4. So both of you need to do rollies. I need both of you to roll 1d20, and whoever has the highest goes first of you two.
Okay.
12 plus 2, so that's 14 for Avner.
13 plus 1, that's 14.
I got 3.
All right. So Toros will go before Grismont. So Grismont's just going to be the buzzsaw sleeping in the background until it's his turn. All right. Dom, the sage, what did you roll for your turn of initiative?
We need to crumb something.
I rolled a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay. Mayhem gets a plus 5. Nat 20 plus 5. Finally get a nat 20.
Oh, you talking
So-
about rolling for what we had from what we rolled in the beginning?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Initiative. And
Okay, yeah, 13 plus 3, 16.
yes. So it's going to go Mayhem, Edward Knight, Kit. Then it's going to go Avner, Torres, and then Grismont.
Because I'm just awesome.
So Mayhem wakes up
Okay.
next to the fire and gets up and gets ready, puts his gear on. Shakes down and makes sure that it's especially ready for when he transforms back into a werewolf. Grabs his specialized mace, now his giant slayer mace, and his nine-tailed mace. He looks over and smiles. Looks like we're ready for some war today, boys. I hope you're all awake. I'm gonna go wake the dragon. I'm gonna go head over there to wake Abner. It's gonna take me a minute, a moment. While that's happening, hey, perfect time. Hello, Alex.
Hey, loves.
Welcome.
No.
I just got out of the shower.
It brings a tear to your eye.
Nice.
Estrella, right?
Estrella.
All right. Introduce yourself, please, to the crowd, to the world of your character, your name, and your stats.
Hey, love. I'm Alex. My character's name is Estrella. She's a 5'7", elf, black skin, long black hair with gray streaks, silver streaks, and she's an archer.
Beautiful.
Okay. So now I'd like you to roll to Dazar individually.
You said 2d20?
Yep.
Yes. Let me know what each one of them are individually.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, I got a 20. And then, what the fuck?
What'd you get?
So, I got 2d20s, and I used Google.
What'd you
gave
roll?
me 2 20s.
2d20.
What?
Wow.
What
It is
is
possible.
That is
I
very good.
rolled 2d20 at the same time.
Nice
I've rolled
luck.
2 net ones before. We call that a critical. You get a critical, you pretty much, it's like rolling a nat 20. And you get a little more special oomph out of it. And also we have something called the roll to die. You roll a nat 20 and a nat 1, and something special happens. All right, now we'd like for you to roll a turn of initiative, Alex, for your character, and then we'll go from there. By the way,
You said
your character has advantage for 5 turns.
Great. Why?
Woohoo!
Because
Because your
roll
2d20s you rolled.
in
You got
roll to
two
die,
20s. Beautiful.
I have it set so if you roll within the threshold of 20, 19, and 18, you get advantage for so many turns. If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, you will get disadvantage for so many turns to start off the day. So tell me what your initiative is, please. And thank
I'm
you.
logging into D&D Beyond as fast as I can.
Maybe I won't get last.
Okay, there we go.
D&D Beyond, I didn't pay much
14 plus 5, 19.
You and I have to do rollies.
Rollies.
Yep, so you got to roll a d20 and tell me what that is, and whoever has the highest d20 wins.
Oh, 5.
Ouch.
You got a 9 get Alex.
I got a 9.
5.
Are you both rolling 9? Double rollies!
No, I said 5.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
I was
4,
going to
5.
say, I thought you said 9.
Not 4,
All right,
not
so
6, 5.
I don't want 1 or 2 or 3 stones, I want 4 stones! Anybody get that reference? Love that
Yes.
movie.
No.
Henry, look in your hand.
Element.
See how many fingers you have. It's 5.
Shishi and Alex, I'm going to give you that to check out. Look up a movie called Fifth Element.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the best Bruce Willis movies ever, besides Die Hard, because Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says; it's more of a Christmas movie than some Christmas movies. It even says "ho ho ho" in blood.
I actually just watched
Back to
the.
Well,
Sorry,
Gentlemen and
Lux, I'm a
Adults is
thankful
also a Christmas movie. I watch it every year. Technically Christmas and Hanukkah, but go for it.
There you go.
Mayhem finally walks over to Avner, this giant, huge dragon. Shiji, are you sleeping on your throne of tuna cans, or are you sleeping next to the dragon now?
All my tuna cans, of course.
On your tuna cans like the ground. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Mayhem walks past you. Mayhem walks past you to the sleight of hand of 16 and takes one of the cans and puts it in his pocket.
Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I actually do that in real life.
And he grabs it back out when he finally walks up to Avner and pops it open right next to his nose. Wakey, wakey, dragon boy. Wakey, wakey, I got some fishy, fishy.
Abner just slowly opens his eyes, kind of looks at Mayhem and like, really, bro? I'm not a fucking dog, dude.
Hey, last time Chrome told me you pretty much were like a crazy ranged animal, so I'm assuming you're an animal. Here you go, good boy. I pet your giant nostril. You want the fish?
No, I don't eat
Fish.
I want the fish.
Right as you say that, he shoves it right in your mouth. I don't eat. Eat it. Eat the food, Abner. Eat it. Eat
Right
the
on there.
food.
Eat the fucking fish.
It's not that bad. Just a little
Like
bit of pepper to it.
Mayhem pulls back his arm. It's all slimy. Oh,
Got fun watching that off, boy.
he laughs at you. And he goes, "We got to get ready soon. Luna warned me
It's that
that
time to fight,
the enemies,
Okay.
the enemies know where we are by our smell by now."
Yeah, because now we smell like tuna.
That too. But Crawl the Tomb Crawl sends a message to Mayhem. Can you please let me down? Ando is still sleeping. Mayhem walks in to the special door, and all you hear from Mayhem when he opens the door is, "Oh my God! What the? Why?"
Why does it smell like a fish factory?
Smells good to me.
Why does it smell like a fish factory?
Imagery purposes.
Let me have a taste of that.
Mayhem walks in, sees Chrome in a angled position with a magical toys, you could say, in certain spots, just going to town, controlling her in nutty ways. And she's strapped there while Pano's sleeping on the bed. Out. Mayhem looks over and looks back and just, "So how many is it?" 132. Please get this damn thing off me. He walks over, drops her from the gear, and lets her get ready. "Please wash up before you come out." And he just walks out. All right, we're gonna lead off to Estera for Alex. You, and then it's Edward Knight. You're on deck right after her. DJ Fenway, you can add that music background if you like.
Music's going.
My bad. It's my fault. I have the volume all the way down.
Well then.
I only heard you
That's
guys.
why.
All right, Alex, what are you doing as you are waking up? What would you be doing at this time and moment as you were near the bonfire as you were laying there?
Wake up.
Who's awake?
Mayhem is, and he's just walking out.
I'm still snoring.
It's like a saw right now. He is sleeping and just out.
Stupid kid.
Big or laying on this log, just backwards on it, just sleeping. There's a few fish cans around him that he ate. He didn't even open them. He just kind of chewed on them and just popped them open and just half-eaten cans. So
I don't like fish.
you see Chi Torres sleeping on a literal throne of fish cans.
Open cans. Still
Bunch
sucking
of
on
them
my phone.
While he's sleeping, he still has a fish in his mouth, just suckling on it, chewing on it a little bit of sleeping.
Yep.
Like a baby with a pacifier.
Yeah.
Makes it so much worse.
You see a few magical doors, which are other people's sleeping quarters, and other people that are sleeping in their sacks. You see a giant dragon was coughing for a second of this fish. He got rammed down his throat. And you see Mayhem talking to a giant dragon. That was Abner.
As one does.
He walks back over to you. Astra. Is that correct?
No.
I'm back. I'll get your name wrong a lot. Don't worry. Lunal's the good beater. I'm the heavy beater. As he smiles with his maces in his hand. We are having we have to get up now. Luna was meditating and warned us. They're coming. And that wall we made will not hold against what's going to hit us soon. As you start feeling a shake, like a small rumble, but not too much, just a little rumble. And you see him looking around all hesitant with his weapons ready, not knowing where it's from. Is there anything you say or do? Do you want to get ready, get your spells in order or weapons?
Who?
Still half asleep, are you? Oh, I am all good here.
Mayhem laughs at both of you. You guys are the new guys. I know that you're super green. It's fine. Hopefully we can get this all figured out. Until then, just remember you're part of the Doom Saint. As he hands each of you a little brooch. And with a small green crystal in it and a purple one in the eye that looks like like a skull.
Cares.
He looks over and says, "You tap the green crystal, you'll teleport back to Luna for safety. You tap the purple crystal, you teleport to me for danger."
I like the sound of danger.
He looks over at
Wait,
you.
purple to either you or danger?
Still asleep.
Mayhem looks over at Torres and goes, "Hey, raining sky of fire, you. That was some impressive skill. I don't do that stuff. Instead, I make myself bleed and make fire." As he takes his maces, you see him graze across his biceps. And you see both of them just ignite with flame from this blood all over his maces. And I take 1 damage and 4 damage. I take 5 damage altogether, bleeding damage of slicing myself open.
Oh, no.
As you see his arms bleed, and then you see him start healing up slowly.
You're crazy, man.
When you're fighting the undead, you have to be a bit crazy. All right.
I don't like you.
I like this guy.
Do you like fuzzy animals?
You have my attention.
And he smiles and goes, "Wait for combat and you'll see." As you see him smile and his fangs expand out a little further and longer.
Oh my god, it's a furry.
Oh no, he's worse. He's scarier. He's Mayhem the Heart's Mace. He is the king of the were. All the were
A
creatures.
cosplayer is a cosplayer, okay?
Oh yeah, I've done some cosplays. It's just I know some things. I'm the Purple Mandalorian.
Nice.
So pretty well done. All right, back to it. Edward Knight, what are you doing at this moment as we're having a discussion with 3 of us near the bonfire, and technically 4 because Grismoth's just sleeping across almost like 5 feet plus something and snores.
Well, I am exiting my miniature hut, and as I exit the hut, you basically see the hut just ignite up like a phoenix, and just basically burn to cinders within an instant, leaving behind nothing but a pod.
Why the fuck is everyone in here so dramatic?
Presentation is everything, sweetheart.
Survival is important.
Well, when you can intimidate the opponent before they have a chance to fight you, you already won the battle. Unless they're immortal, it's a little harder.
Well, if it doesn't go into a pod, how else am I supposed to carry it around?
Mayhem
Fine.
chuckles at you.
Abner gets up on his 4 legs and looks over him. Wait, I thought you had a bag of holding. Whatever happened to that?
Do you really think that the mouth of my bag of holding is going to open up wide enough to fit an entire cabin? I don't think so.
Fair point.
You don't get to dictate how big your house gets.
This is
Luna
a
walks. You
I can
see
help.
this little green, cloaked woman with green hair, glowing green eyes, pale skin, a staff with this little cat familiar. Meow. Just walking past. You see Luna Wormwood, about 4'10", short and little, right at about Mayhem's like abs, as he's smiling, towering over him, him smiling, going, "Hello, honey. The new crew are introducing themselves." As Luna bows and smiles, going, "All right, we have some issues. Who's ready to fight?"
Now she I like.
She smiles and opens the book, and you see green symbols and things swirling around and moving. And she looks like she's reading at the same time she's talking to everybody. And she's putting her hand up, raising it around, trying to feel for what's happening. We have to get out of here soon. Abner, my
Yes.
flaming red friend, do you mind opening up that wall we made? And she smiles, and you see her raise her hand. You see the wall kind of open up a little bit, just to weaken the points for you to smash through it. But right as she does this, I want you to roll a perception check and see what you see through the cracks as it's opening. And then it's going to go to Dom right after this.
See the dragon's perception.
Dom, you're on deck.
It's a plus 16. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh. 13 plus 16.
29?
Yep, 29.
So, you look through this crack that's about a foot wide now that's opened up. You see this stone figure at first move and shift. And then you see a few skeletons moving around with spears. You look at the ground and see it rippling around and cracking open. You see this giant thing of teeth twisting and ripping around the ground. And a giant armored-looking worm spews out of the ground with its teeth all giant and huge, and this acid pouring out and burning everything.
Oh, girl, you brush.
You look through and see a couple more creatures crawling across the wall and jumping down with many legs and a lot of spears. You see a monstrosity skeletal creature. That's all I can do for you for now. Dom, the sage, it is your turn. Where are you waking up from as Kit? You're in the cave. You all fell asleep, and half of us fell asleep next to the fire. Others had their own tents and or magical doors to sleep in their own vacuum dimensions.
As assumed that people thought Kit was sleeping behind a rock, he was nowhere to be found.
Who was the rock?
He was hiding behind. He was sleeping behind the rock, but when his turn, he was already gone. But however, he's like in a higher level of the cave.
How did you wake up? Did you wake up hearing us have a conversation, or
He was listening to everything until he starts seeing worms being digged up, coming.
all right? Roll a
coming from the
perception check. You're not going to be able to
All
see
right.
the worms yet, unless you're next to Adam.
All right. So he's listening, but he wasn't
You're near
unsure
the fire
about the
protection.
yet. All right, let's see. Perception. Here we go. All right, here we go. For perception, we have
right now
Okay.
is Jordan. Jordan's the only one that knows
A
about the
nat
creature.
20 plus 14, 24. I mean 34. I'm sorry.
Net 20 plus 14, you said?
Yes, 34 total.
Okay, 34. Yes, you do hear the whole conversation. You hear Mayhem do his comedic spout, waking up Abner. You hear the rocks opening and moving, but you don't see what's outside. You just know that Abner's looking that direction. You hear everybody conversing. You hear Lunal talking about creatures and monsters. As you wake up and move around, what and where do you want to go? As the cave is not that big, it's semi-big, and there's only a little bit of a platform that would go a little higher. It's long enough for all of you to fit in a comfortable way in a certain way, but it's not that big for a full dragon to stand up. The dragon is kind of crouched the whole time, and he can like move around a little bit, but he can't stand up. It's not that big for him. Like Abner's at a giant one right now.
What smells like dead fish under the sea?
That might be me.
Do you gargle?
Can we see where it's coming from?
Ah, Kit, welcome. Hello, Kit.
What is the new and scary and dangerous mission today? Besides the
Right,
fish smells could kill us.
right as you say that, Crom Tomb Crawl busts right out of the monkey board. I cannot believe, I swear to God, Hando, when he wakes up, he is going to have a moment of truth. As she set up some kind of crazy trap thing, the second he moves, it's just going to all like wrap you in pet and feathers and everything. While she walks up to you, she's slipping on her armor, accidentally titty slips all of you, pulls all of her gear on, opens up her big purple wings. The mission, Kit, for all of us is to find the last book. We have rested, we're healed, we're ready to fight. It's only been 8.5 hours since we got here.
Wait, books? What books?
We have to gather the new that weaken the mimic god and cast him back. If not, we are doomed. We will not die. So, we need you to all help us, please.
Okay, so we need to keep the book secure, not destroyed, correct? Looking back at the building that's on fire, like, yep, I did that.
As Lunal
Wait,
taps
everybody
her
else did
bag,
too.
Lunal taps her bag. I have 4 of them. We just need 1 more. It is here. I can sense it. I just don't know where. All right, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Book.
What do you do, Dom, before we go to Abner? Are you going to go towards Abner now to check out what he's doing?
I'm gonna go towards Abner.
All right, what do you say or do, Abner?
You should gargle before you chop down a tuna. In fact, why not just have a pill, have some salt? Maybe it'll wash away that disgusting fish smell of your breath. Not to mention dragon.
Mayhem says,
You hear-
"Sam Anselm, they're amazing."
Greatly insulted.
You just hear Abner kind of make like a, and then just a bunch of drool just slip out of the corner of his mouth, dropping on Kit.
Ugh,
Yeah.
delightful.
I want you to do a.
I can't stand
I
you
want you to
sometimes.
do a dexterity save to see if you can dodge this slime that's about to drop on you and make you fishy smell.
All right. Let's see.
And because you rolled a critical, you got advantage because you rolled 2 15s, so you rolled 5.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We have a 16 plus 9, 25.
Explain to me how you dodge this giant dragon drip as it's about to hit your shoulder, and you just get out of the way in time. Explain to me how it works.
He jumps back on a rock and jumps upward, jumps on the top of a rock and jumps back. Nice try, but that won't work.
My apologies. I got too much saliva in my mouth.
Well, spit somewhere else, none towards me. Fish breath?
I go ahead and take whatever I have of a loogie left in my mouth and just spit it at the wall. Kind of like, doing a on that thing.
You hop through that shit? All right.
I kill that shit.
Then you hear an audible ping.
If you're going to spit, don't spit none of us. If I were you, aim out the opening, not towards Griezmont, not towards any of us. We know what happens if Griezmont wakes up if something happens like that.
As he does this, as Abner spits and hits the wall, you see the saliva kind of ignite on fire with a fishy smell. As the rocks are starting to open up more, as you see the wall now being at 2 or 3 feet opening with slit. Because of your high roll that you did, Kit, you see the skeletal creatures now in a giant worm right out of the ground. As Abner's looking over at it going, yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at.
Did you see that? Did you guys see that?
Smells like dragon.
You guys want to let everybody else know, you two, Abner and Kit?
Yep.
All right, so tell everybody, explain it to everybody how you guys see and what you see through these monsters.
I look out through that hole and realize that they're coming towards us, and I tell everybody, ready your weapons. We've got company, and they don't look friendly to me. Oh, and somebody wake up the orc.
Quickly, get to higher grounds. These things are coming off the grounds. They're gonna get us. You quickly move as fast as you can.
All right, Jordan, it's now your turn. What are you doing as the wall is now at a 3 to 4 foot opening? As it's finally opening.
I'm just gonna use my fire breath attack as my ancient dragon. I'm gonna use that attack to just blast through that hole. So if anything's coming through there, it's gonna get hit with it.
Perfect, because there are a bunch of spears trying to stick in right now. Stab and poke at you.
I gotta see. There.
A 14 and a 4, they both miss.
They gotta make a dexterity saving throw, a DC of 24.
A 4.
All right.
Yeah, no. What are you doing?
Not that one. Not that one.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe for Rolling to Die. Remember to leave a comment and see what you like. Who's your favorite character?
So it's a 90-foot cone attack straight out in front of me towards the enemy in front. And it's 26d6 for fire damage. Let's see what we get. They're taking 104 fire damage. Anything that was in my path of that area is taking that damage.
Nice, nice. So how much? You said 100 and what?
104.
Holy shitballs. So
Yeah,
the one skeletal creature that had the spear, he looks over trying to stab at you, getting ready to throw it through. And right when he goes to throw it, a fiery flame just... And you see his spear disintegrate, and then you see the skeletal creature just in the dust.
Beautiful.
The giant worm looks over and gets hit with this flame, and it shrugs as it does nothing to the giant worm creature. The other spidery skeletal creature takes half damage, as only partial of him was through. And then the rest of that room area right now is all on fire. So the front door is in flames, a giant flaming beacon. And in fact,
Edward can actually do something about that.
here you guys go.
Control flames.
Edward's gonna have fun tonight.
With control flames, he literally can just snuff it out.
Oh, it's a lot right now, but it's like a 40-foot circumference, almost a 50-foot circumference. That's just on fire. Right now, that's all happening. That's Abner. That's gonna. Anything else you want to say or do before you end your turn? You want to warn everybody else or saying something as you blasted fire out?
I'll just simply say, "Have fun with the flames, boys."
All right, Torres, it is your turn, and then Grisma, you're on deck.
I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff. So I think this hallway, Sunbeam is gonna be the ideal. I cast Sunbeam on 7th.
So you walk up
Straight on
towards where Abner is, and where Kit is, where the door is opening, and you're gonna cast this spell.
Yep.
All right. The door is now open at an almost 6-foot range for people to walk through now. And finally, Lunal's done doing her part. You see Chrome walk up and start using her shape stone, opening the rest. So Abner can finally get out. Unless Abner says screw it and smashes through. So, what are you going to do, Torres, as it's open now? As you said this, you see a creature with like 6 legs, skeletal weapons, and you see this giant worm creature.
Oh my god, he's terrified. Is that creature immune to charm?
There's only one way to find out.
I can cast Charm Monster on 7th. I can also use sorcery points to charm both of them. I'll try that.
Now, is it a monster? Is it an animal? Or is it an insect?
Is it a vegetable?
You can actually talk to plants in this too. They'll actually give you some advice. And technically, Grismont,
Okay.
you can talk to mushrooms. So, Grismont always hears the mushrooms scream when Abner eats them.
Oh.
Hey, ladies.
So, what do you do, Gigi?
I walk up to them and then I cast Charm Monster on the both of them.
You charming
Both of them?
insect.
Yep.
You're going to try
They're
to
both
charm
of
an
them.
undead
I can take
creature?
both.
You're going to try to charm a insect worm
I'm
creature?
sure that's not the strangest thing that's been charmed
Yep,
in
that's
D&D.
my type.
All right, the
And then
charm
I cast the spell.
doesn't work
Go
on
to
the
a goal.
undead.
I'm going to charm you.
Damn it.
The undead looks over and smiles. You see another skull under the giant thing's legs, smiling at you like it's 2 creatures mixed together as one. The spider skeleton walking on with another monster with 4 arms, weapons. I'll show you what it looks like actually if you want to see it. You want to see the creepy creature I created myself?
Oh yeah.
I made.
Yeah.
You see that?
Chicken jockey question mark?
Wow, that's a good one actually. But no, I made this years ago. I made this, well, like 4 years ago, 5,
I think so. Yeah.
somewhere around 4 years ago, maybe. Right. It was me when we first introduced it. I was like one of our first campaigns that just beat the shit out of my guy. It doesn't work on that. You see the creature. I want you to. Do I have to roll for it? For the charm? Or do you have to roll?
I believe I roll for it. Actually, no. Wait. This,
Read it. Let me know.
Okay. No, you roll for it. Actually,
All right. And what is it? A charisma? Or
my charisma stats are currently 20.
a 13? Does a 13 succeed or fail?
That fails. No, I succeed. Oh, no.
Okay. So
The DC is 19.
tell me what it does. Explain how you charm this giant creature as it looks at you with these teeth and giant, like it can rip through almost anything, and acid's dripping out from saliva. And you see it's like a hard-shelled worm that's protected in almost all these ways. And the fireball that hit it literally shook it off like it was nothing and didn't take any damage.
I'm gonna work up to it, with a smile on my face and wipe off the saliva at the edge of its mouth, gently. And I'm going to whisper some soothing words into maybe ear holes.
Ashiki, I'm going to let you know. The saliva acid, it's acid. It's straight would melt your hand.
Crap.
You want to touch it or no?
I'll touch it.
You want to use the acid?
Wrong choice.
Let's do it.
Okay, roll a constitution save, please, with disadvantage.
Okay.
Ah! That's what your character's going to be like.
That would be an 18. I rolled 19 and 18. And that'll be an 18.
Okay, 18. You take 25 points of acid. That's half.
25, okay.
Yeah. It was originally going to be 50. You lucked out.
And
I still ask if you stuck your hand. Do you got magical gloves on? Or is it just your hand?
Just my hand. Little piece of skin. It's like walked away from the back of my hand.
You peel back your hand and it starts burning drastically. As this giant worm looks over at you and whimpers and Luno walks up behind you, shaking her head, and casts Cure Wounds. And gives you 19 points of hit points back. So you get most of your skin back, but your fingers are still burnt drastically. All right, what else can you do before you turn? Because Grismont's up next.
I've done my part.
Okay, you burned the hell out of yourself. Good job. The creature.
Thank you.
The creature is now your buddy, but there is a giant creature, skeletal thing that wants to fight you now. But that'll be when it's its turn.
Yep.
All right, Grismont, what are you doing when you're sleeping? You finally hear everybody talking and getting louder and louder as they're talking, and even Mayhem gets right next to you talking. Yeah, so we're just waiting for one more team member to wake the hell up. You know.
Shut up, you stupid gits! I'm trying to sleep. And I roll over
that was several hours ago, you cock monkey. Come on. As he kicks the wood log that you're sleeping on and rolls it as you start tumbling over.
Wow! You sogging git! What the hell was that for?
I said, wake up. Why'd you leave your keys on the table? Why'd you put us some So wake up.
Then Grisma accidentally grabs the green crystal.
Teleports right behind Lunal. And Luna looks over going, Well, I did need some muscle, and Mayhem will be here in maybe 30 seconds, but giant worm, it's our friend for a minute, but that skeletal thing looks pissed. Bye! And she snaps her fingers and doesn't teleport. She uses invisibility and just as a reaction.
Why is she purple?
You hear a chuckle, and then footsteps past you. What do you say or do now as you see this skeletal creature standing there and raising a spear about to go stab right at Torres, Rashiji's character, with a giant
Oh shit.
spear?
I get squinty eyes and say, I just woke up. I ain't feeling very nice right now.
Yeah, stop that.
And I grab my hammer and whip it at him like it was Thor's hammer.
I duck and it flies just over my head.
Flies right over Shiji's head. If you roll high enough. If not, Shiji's getting hit.
Crap.
If you roll on that one, it'll be funny.
Oh,
Boy,
this piece of my skull.
what'd you roll?
Hey guys, anybody have ibuprofen?
I got that one. No, I was kidding.
Oh, God, you're killing.
No, I got 17-11.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, 28. Okay. You throw this hammer right as you say that, and Shiji looks over and sees the hammer flying at his face, and he ducks, and it just feels it graze past his hair. And right as Shiji looks over his shoulder to see where the hammer's going, you see the skeletal creature's spear get hit by a hammer and just shatter, and gets right to the hand. How much damage are you doing?
How much damage?
Yes. It's double damage, by the way, because it's the blunt object to an undead creature.
8 plus 5, 13, so it'd be 26.
26. Plus the fire damage.
Oh yeah, 2d.
2d6.
10, 5 and 5.
Nice. It's hurt, but it's not dead yet. What else do you do?
I grab my other hammer, my gift hammer, and then start charging towards it. Out of my way!
Shiji, I want you to roll a 36 to see if you can dodge out of the way of this giant orc charging right past you. Like a giant.
Everybody sell for me today.
You're in the way, man.
Okay. 9 and a 9. Yeah, just 9.
You just get shoulder checked by this giant green orc as he says, out of my way, and runs right past you. You take 2 damage.
And I take a
2
big old
damage.
look at the dragon.
All right. We don't have the dragon yet. The dragon is our teammate. We have the worms on our team right now.
Skeleton warrior.
Yeah. All right. How much? Or what are you doing for a hit?
A dirty 20, 10 and 10.
You just barely hit. It is. Let's see. Right as you hit, how much damage are you doing?
3 plus 7. 7. 3 plus 4.
All right, so it's doubled.
Flaming. Oh wait, yeah, it's flaming.
And it's doubled too, because it's lightning. So 14 damage plus your fire damage.
5. So it's 19. Plus the push effect.
You shatter one of its arms and slam it back. Was it 5 or 10 feet?
10 feet.
You slide him back 10 feet right into the wall. What do you do with 3 on your turn? What do you say?
I crouch down, pick up the hammer I threw,
Okay.
and then I give a pithy answer like, "Stupid skeleton gits."
The skeletal creature looks at you as now it's your turn. You see the one missing its arm grabs another spear with its other arms. It has 3 arms left. And you see the other skull that's under it, its eyes glow. Grismont, I need you to do a wisdom save for me, please.
Don't expect much.
You actually have advantage for this because you still have the turn for one more turn for advantage. We just lost Alex, so no.
I got a 19.
19. Okay. Oh, there she is.
20 minus 1.
You lucked out. As a save, you get this weird sound in the back of your head. That could be hurting horribly, but all you hear is and it just drowns out that horrible sound. And the skull just looks at you and its jaw drops, and you see it crawl and run right at you really fast and goes for a stab with the spear. Does a 16 hit? What is your AC?
My armor is 18.
Okay.
So it deflects off my armor because it's 18.
All right, good. So it's right next to you now. It gets to do one more attack. Tries to shield bash you, but it misses with a 14. That ends the creature's turn. The giant worm creature now. It's now its turn. Shiji, is there any orders you wanted to give it? As it was waiting for you to give it orders?
I run and hide because this thing's my baby now. I'm not sending it to fight. Can I just tell it to just leave?
When it leaves, it'll be out of the range of your magic over time,
I'm emotionally attached.
and it might come back. But for now, it looks at you and twists its giant head and jumps right back in the hole that it came from. The ground shakes under you guys for a few minutes, or not a minute, but a couple seconds, and then silence.
I said fireballs down the hole.
Maybe. I don't know if you want to do that or not. We'll find out. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not. Fireball so far hasn't done much. Okay. You guys have a giant opening. Nothing else.
Well, the thing is about that hole is wouldn't the fire be concentrated because it's in a confined area?
It would do some kind of damage, such as like pressure damage in a way, like bludgeoning. But it won't be doing any damage such as fire damage at all. This thing is immune to fire.
Huh.
So, what do you? It's back to the top, guys. As all the rest can't do anything and just sit and chill as you guys are in the cave. There's a giant opening for the door. It is now big enough for Abner to walk out and for everybody else to vacate. What does everybody do as half the people have already walked out and done some combat, and the other half are still at the fire pit? We'll start off with Alex. What are you doing with Shiji? And Shiji's out here fighting. Alex and Abner, Kit. What are you three doing? Alex, we'll start with you first. What do you want to do?
I'm confused. Is it just the two? That one is now charmed?
It probably went back underground for now because Shiji convinced it to jump underground.
Went to dispose of my trash, my empty cans.
Only if you want to dispose them. If not, you can just leave them there for a fishy smell.
Honestly,
But right now
I'll
you're
get rid of it.
You're standing in the middle of a combat zone right now. Not fighting a creature that's 10 feet tall. And then she's about 45 feet away from you right now. What do you do, Alex?
I think I'll just. I don't know. That's.
Imagination. There's combat going
Honestly,
on within 50 feet from you.
I see her standing still.
My gut tells me to just run to Shiji, to Taurus.
All right, so you run to Torres. You see a skeletal creature that Grismont's fighting. That orc creature that slaughtered all those monsters around you and saved you. What do you want to help or do you want to talk to Shiji?
Hello.
What type of creature is it?
Undead.
I'll help.
Roll a perception check and I'll explain what it looks like to you.
Huh?
Roll a perception check and I'll tell you what it looks like for you.
It looks like something that's dead.
27.
Yes. All right, so you see 6 legs and a skull underneath like a skeletal spider. And up top you see another skeletal creature on top of it connected with 4 arms, technically 3 now because Grismont shattered one. And it has weapons and it's attacking Grismont. What do you do? It's within 10 to 15 feet from you.
I use turn undead.
All right. What level?
Huh?
What level of turn undead do you use? Just
Channel
say high
divinity.
level undead. Oh yeah, you are level 20.
I have
So
to make a DC 19 wisdom.
18.
Damn.
It failed.
That's
Barely. So you succeed. So you see this thing fighting Grismont, it stops, it's at you, and you hear it screech. And it tries to turn around and run away. Grismont, you get a free attack because it just turned its back on you and it's running away from you.
Hold on. Any undead that fails its saving throw takes 5d8 radiant damage.
Oh, roll that for me as Grismont starts swinging.
16 plus 10, 26.
12.
How do you both want to do this?
Overhead swing, and just crack it right in the back.
It starts glowing. Alex, what color does it glow from the radiant that you use of energy?
Pure light. So probably white.
All right, so it starts glowing white, screeching, trying to run away. A giant hammer slams down right on his back. You see the legs collapse and the skulls meet and explode, and the bones fly and shatter everywhere, glowing white. You cleared that room area right now. That monster, I will do that right now.
You better not have gotten me
Right as
dirty.
Oh, there's something else going to happen now. This thing is dug underground. It's chilling over here. It's being good for now. You're over here.
Oh,
He's over here. Abner's out here now. Grismont's over here.
So are we in a cave or are we like in a forest area?
I think a cave, right?
a cave.
Okay, never mind. You do what I
Like
wanted
a
to do.
giant,
I was trying to think of something.
huge, like it's like a mountain cavern that you see. It's giant, like dug in, and it became kind of like a small underground mining like home area where people used to live at one point. You see, like roll a perception check, and I'll tell you what. Like everybody that's outside now, roll a perception check, and I'll tell everybody what they. Charisma, that goes for you, Avner. It's everybody pretty much now. You guys are all outside.
Cool.
6 plus 16, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22 for Abner.
Okay. What else did you get, Charisma?
What was I going for again?
16.
A perception check. As you look around and you see everything around you, kind of like a Resident Evil video game where it kind of zooms out for a minute, and you see a title and it says "Rolling to Die" and blood drips down, and then it gets eaten by a mimic.
18 plus 5, 23.
16,
DJ
3,
Davis
19.
for okay.
9
Shiji.
plus 7. 16.
Okay. Alex. And down the stage, what did you two roll for perception check?
27.
20.
Yeah, 20 plus
Okay.
14, 34.
You guys all look around, and you see past the tavern. You see walls everywhere and doors. You see a giant old diamond looking building made out of like a limestone structure, or like a house in a sense, raised up high with a long smokestack. You see a bunch of hands running across everything from a distance. You look over and see another giant house, more darker and grayish, like it's been covered in soot for years. You see a waterfall pouring from a distance, and you can hear it. A giant green, crystal glowing energy in the distance. You look over and see a bunch of creatures and monsters all running around. For those who got over a 20, you guys swear you've seen one of the houses wink at you. I'm not sure which one.
We'll discuss more. Did that house just wink at us?
Nah, you're crazy.
Oh no.
You're not the only one, Charisma. I saw it too.
I don't believe you for a second.
Also, for those from a
I see it
distance,
too.
all vampires. You see a few vampire creatures, and you see a coffin. You see a boiling cauldron of blood. You look around, and for those who have witnessed or met this skeletal creature before, one of our favorites, you see a skeletal creature standing there about 5'6", a giant barrel bomb strapped to his
Oh,
back
shoot.
with a
Oh.
Oh, great. That means Abner and
You
Edward
see
need
a-
to stay away from it.
Fireball.
Oh
Not
no.
really us
You
we
see
gotta
a
worry about.
horn.
It's the rest of our party we gotta worry about being near him.
Look, we're the fire ones. We need to stay away from him.
Indeed.
A torch in one hand. In his other hand, you see a horn. And it rolled for perception of a 14 plus 4, so an 18. Saw you guys. And all you hear is. And
Question. Can I use my control flames to snuff out his torch so he can't light it?
Yes, you can. Roll for that while he's running
It's
at
an
you.
instantaneous.
All right.
And it's a cantrip.
So you control flames is running. So it's one of those funny moments. A moment where he sit. And he's pissed off at you now. And then he grabs, he looks at the torch and looks at you.
I need him to make a dex save.
A 10 plus 2 or 12.
He is now taking 15 points of acid damage.
Nice.
15 points acid damage. Yeah.
I make another dex save for my final.
Seven plus 2. 9. 9!
9.
Then he takes 14 more points of acid damage.
The skeletal
Beautiful.
creature just doused in acid. Okay. That ends the creature's turn for now. And it ends what you do, Edward Knight. Who's next? Grismont, what do you want to do as you see this all happening? And then we're going to go to Dom after that. Then we'll get back into proper work.
I scratch my head in confusion and saying,
Technically, we're already improper. I was actually the next one to go.
Carry on.
Alright. No, I'm not going to do that. No.
19? Yeah, technically it would be Dom actually next. And then it would be for Grismont last. But I wanted Grismont to do something first. What is Grismont doing or reacting to as you see the skeletal creature who's trying to light and catch things on fire? You see just Edward Knight snapping his fingers going, no, I told you stop.
oh, at the skeleton that has the giant explosive on its back?
Yeah, you guys want to see what it looks like? I made this thing custom. It's actually little pieces I put together to make my own skeletal guy.
El Bumble.
That's awesome.
I call him El Bumble.
I call him Ali Kaboom. Don't
That's
cancel
great.
him.
How close is the skeleton to us?
To you, he's about 5 to 10 feet. You can literally just walk up and hit him. He's like really right, like within next to you.
4.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I use my hammer.
Oh no!
I turn it
Oh no! No! You're gonna
I
do
turn
what?
off my fire ability. I line up the shot. I do the seeing how far I can go. I line up the shot and go 4.
Roll attack. Abner, if he succeeds, and would you and Taurus like to have a shoot off to see if you can ignite it in the air?
Okay. Actually, can I reverse gravity to keep it in the air?
You could if he succeeds. What'd you roll for an attack?
19.
Okay.
So they get to play birdie afterwards.
You do. Grisma, explain to me how you hit him so hard you launch him in the air, flying.
I put my hammer upside down on the ground. I wiggle my butt, get into position. I roll my shoulders. I wind it up like a golf tee, and just go, and just tee it off into the air.
Yahoo! Glory! Starts flying off. As he does this, Shiji, you cast this
I
spell.
witness this comedy and I cast reverse gravity as it's flying midair, and that will be a 19 dex save for you.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Yes. A 10 plus 2, 12.
Yeah, that's a fail.
So explain to me how you catch
It's
me
not
in
coming
midair. What are you doing?
I see him barreling towards the wall, and like I just concentrate my mind on this guy, and he just starts flying upwards, just as he was like kind of starting to fall downwards.
All right, you just launch him back up.
Yup.
Jordan or Abner, is there anything you want to do?
I mean, I could just use a cantrip to cast fire bolt, just shoot it out of my nostrils, right at him.
All right.
That's not happening because I rolled a nat 1. I'm missing completely.
So what do you
So-
do? Eat the fireball instead of toss it?
Explodes.
Yes. This is what happens. You ever had that time where you try to snort for a loogie to spit out and you accidentally swallow it?
Oh God, I
Oh
remember
no!
those. Oh,
He's
no!
gonna blow off. He's gonna blow
And
off.
you just fireball that in your throat. You're like, and you close your mouth and smoke right out of your nose. Your nostrils just. You take 18 points of internal damage.
18 points, gotcha. Ouch. Okay, note to self: can't cast a fire bolt out of my nose. That's a bad idea. We ain't doing that no more.
Well, if you're rolling that one on anything, something interesting might happen. Pro or con. All right. Dom the Sage for Kit.
There
It's
we go.
your turn. What are you doing? As this creature is just floating in the air. For Kit, Dom the Sage, what are you doing? Dom. Sage the Intelligent, where are you?
Dom's sleeping.
Sage, are you there? Dom.
Uh,
Nope. He's out. All right. If he jumps back in, we'll let you know. We're gonna go to the next person then.
Oh,
Dom,
there you
you
are.
there?
I'm here.
Ah. All right, it is your turn. You see the skeletal creature floating in the air with a backpack bomb on him. What do you do? He has like a barrel bomb like strapped to his back with a big wick, and he keeps trying to light it, but Edward Knight kept snuffing it out, and now he just got a golf teed by Grismont, and now he's being held in the air by Torres.
He might actually just die at the end of the turn because it only lasts for one turn, and he's 100 feet high.
Well, at least he gets one relief. He's no longer covered in acid now. The wind blew it all off.
He's just dripping
This
off.
all within 6-second increments, so he should be flying in the air, making about 80 feet right now, in the air almost to 100 feet. Dom, you can fire your crossbow if you like, but also the cave's top is going to be around that top, meaning this is going to be fun. Dom will say, would you like to fire at it before it hits the actual top of the cave and makes a avalanche? Or not an avalanche, but like kind of like a caveman kind of sense with things falling? Or do you want to blow it up before it hits?
Yeah, I don't think we need stalagmites falling on us.
It's up to you, Dom. Roll 2 attacks to your crossbow on fire if you like. If not, we'll see what happens.
You said roll 2 for.
2 crossbow attacks at this creature, the skeletal creature with the bomb on its back.
All right, here we go. Let's see, gotta roll for hit. So here we go. We have a 16 plus 11 is 27. Does it hit?
That's a hit. So, tell me what that second roll is.
Here we go.
You gotta make sure there's enough successions. What's your second hit? For Dom the Sage, what's your roll? What'd you say?
My turn?
I didn't
No, for Dom the Sage. I was asking what his last roll that was. But... Okay, so that was a miss.
A 12 plus 11, 23.
No, 23 is a hit. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay,
I said-
both hit.
Okay, so 27 and a 23, they both hit. Okay.
Roll, it doesn't even need to be for damage because it's even. Where are you hitting? The barrel bomb, the whip, the two shots, two chances, or are you hitting the skeleton?
Oh, this is a butterfly effect choice.
You have two crossbow bolts on fire flying at this creature right now, with it explosive strapped to its back, flying in the air. What do you do before it hits the actual ceiling of the cavern above all of you, where it could risk a bunch of things falling above everybody?
Fireworks, though. It's gonna be pretty.
Man.
Taking it.
So the goal is not to let it get above.
The fate of the team is on to you. What do you do, Dom? Do you want to let everybody die? Roll to die for me, homie. Tell me, where do you hit with those crossbow bolts as you fire?
I believe one is aimed for the monster who carries it, and the other one, I believe it uses to stop the barrels from moving. It stops the barrels from going any higher.
You're gonna try to make it explode.
Exploded on him instead of exploding while he's carrying it, basically.
Okay, so it's flying in the air, and it sees the first arrow hit it right in the chest, and it looks at it with a flaming chest and starts laughing. Ah ha ha ah ha! And it starts realizing it's burning the barrel behind it, going, "Uh-oh!" And it sees the other arrow fly and hit right near the edge. It ignites the wick. As you hear it scream, "Ah!" and it blows its horn one last time. While it took you a while to decide while you were firing and aiming, it still hit close to the top. Shook, rattled everything. You see beautiful fireworks for a split second. Ooh, ah! Everything starts rattling, like in the camera. Everything starts shaking.
Did I get him?
You got him.
You did more than that.
And that is?
Heavy boulders start falling down from the sky.
That!
Fiery boulders!
I have a stupid idea, guys. Very stupid idea.
Well, what's the idea?
Can I run
I
past
don't
you?
want to be roasted.
So, as the boulders are falling, can I cast animate object at 9th level just to turn it into a golem? Because it has 120 feet of range.
You could do that with one of them, but I need everybody here to roll a dexterity save. The only person that has advantage is Alex. Everybody else is straight dexterity. dexterity save.
Ouch.
Alex, you're the only one with advantage.
All right.
You said a golem of stone.
Yes. So I make it try and avoid us. So the closest one.
All right, the most one that's going to land above your head.
Okay, I got an idea actually.
Oh yeah.
I have Edvard's black tentacles. That is literally 20 foot of radius, 90-foot range, 20-foot radius. That I literally could have shoot up just to grab each piece within the 20-foot radius.
How strong are they? These things are tons of tons. All right, so for Shishi.
It actually doesn't
Yes.
give a weight limit.
All right, so they can move to a certain extent. I'm going to have you use a strength check then. With yours, it's going to be an advantage with that. But I'm first going to show you the creature as you see one of the boulders falling like this at you guys as Shiji raises his hands, and it glows. It turns into this.
Holy crap!
Oh
Dragon
my
gold.
boy.
And it moves away just in time. And looks right at all of you. I think you guys have some advantage, even playing field now on the field. So, damn guys, you almost killed everybody. That was fun. All right, that turns done to Tom.
The tentacle one actually is going to work because it has a DC of 15. I just rolled a 16 plus 3 for my strength.
31. All right, awesome. You're able to move around some of them to guide away as well as they're smashing around all of you, avoiding all damage. But I still need everybody still to have those dexterity saves. Anybody that got under a 16 is getting hit by some rubble, of either smaller rubble of some sorts.
Safe.
It's 15 plus 3, 18.
I had a 14 plus 9, 23.
I have 14 plus 3, 17.
All right, Grismont, what'd you roll? Okay, and Abner, what'd you roll?
Mine's a straight because I have no. Oh, I got a 6.
Oh no, you're big. You're gonna get hit. What'd you get, Dark Trooper?
Perception check.
No, this is a dexterity save.
Fuck it. 1 plus 3. 4.
So, anybody else got under a 16? Everybody else got over 16?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mayhem got a nat 20. Chrome got a 9 plus. Nope. Chrome got hit. And Lunal. Lunal got an 18. All right, so Chrome, Avner, and Grismont. As everything is falling and smashing around everybody else, some rubble does hit some of you. For Avner, 40 damage of bludgeoning damage of stones and rocks. For Grismont, 22 damage of bludgeoning damage. For Chrome, 26 damage. As they're looking around going, what's going on? Holy shit! There's dust everywhere. No one can see for a short period of time within a few feet of you. It's kind of like someone who used the fog cloud ability. You still hear rumbling and smashing all around. You made a bunch of you made a big mess. As all of you hear in your heads from a telekinetic pathway from the mimic dragon god himself, Nurlex. Nurlex. What have you done to my sanctum, you disgusting vermin? What do you
Grisma
guys respond?
yells at Al, coughing. Shut up, you stupid git!
Your sanctum is at the top.
What is a git, you green fool?
You are!
He doesn't respond to that.
He probably doesn't because he's confused as hell.
Confused and angry. But for the rest of you, what does the rest of you respond with when you hear this from the creature all in your head? Abner, what do you do? What do you say?
I say, we decided to come knocking on your door. Knock, knock.
I'm not going to answer that question. Who's that?
You're no fun.
he answers anyways. I said, who's that? No, who's that? I said, no. You're not supposed to. I want to answer too. No.
Boom.
Can I answer? Oopsie. No, not you either. You notice the mimic god is more than one voice, more than one sound. When he speaks, it's like numerous voices at once. Some are arguing. Torres, what do you say?
Your sanctum smells, bro.
It smells
That's it.
like.
That's all he says.
Alex, what do you say as you hear this creature in your head?
Probably still in shock from that collapse.
Alex, don't die. You're still alive.
She's
Unless you
knocked
roll
out.
that. Did you roll in that one?
What?
Welcome back.
Hi.
Roll in that one.
I was completely.
Wait, you have so much to live.
dissociated.
Oh, wait.
You accidentally muted yourself.
Yeah.
Shit happens. All right, back to it. You heard the voice, Alex, of the creature. What do you respond with after it says that you guys destroyed its sanctum? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Raw! Don't laugh at me.
Would you believe us if I said it was an accident?
Oh, really? You think
I
you're
think that's a lot,
innocent?
bro.
I think.
It's on purpose.
So, now that that's happened, all of you have responded. What do all of you do now that there's dust everywhere? I want all of you to roll a perception check now with disadvantage because it's harder to see. You might walk into rocks or smash into things or enemies. Now there's enemies more alert because you guys just pissed off everything.
But okay. I rolled a 20.
Everything! You pissed it all off! All of it! All of it!
I got a 19.
Don't yell at me, Grismont.
You said the perception was disadvantage?
Disadvantage for everybody.
Ugh. I missed my first nat 20 because of this.
Oh no! Oh no! What'd you get?
5 plus 3, 8.
Oh no.
No shit!
It's my other
You
one.
got
That's 20. Oh.
Oh
What do
wow,
you,
first one. Oh, that's. Oh man, I could have
I
had a
got
net 20.
13.
I rolled my first
I
net
got
20. Damn. The
I
second
got a
roll.
16 plus 14, 30.
Okay,
that's
okay,
your,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
a
That's a
really
14.
good perception.
My second roll was a 17.
Okay. You take the lowest roll. Anybody that got a 16 or higher, you kind of see what's going on.
16.
Anybody that got under,
Got 22.
So I got about 120 feet of dark vision,
Ooh.
and I got a passive perception of also 26.
it's
in
dark,
my
yes,
dragon form.
but it's also clouded right now.
Fair.
All
Yep.
the
So the 14 is what I rolled. And perception. Oh wow.
dust,
Perception.
debris, smoke is everywhere. There's still rumbling around. It's a little harder to hear.
That's a 3.
Abner, it is your turn, and after Abner, it is Torres's turn, and then Grismont after Abner, or Grismont after Torres. All right, Abner, what are you doing as all this happens? With your giant red dragon form. And now you have a giant stone dragon golem next to you, or within at least 40 feet as a teammate, but you can't see him really.
I'm going to use the cantrip light, and I'm going to set my horns to be a bright light, so that way it has about good sight of about 20 feet of bright light, and then another 20 feet of dim light.
Okay. So now there's light around it within you that makes it so people can see better.
Yep.
What else are you gonna do?
Well, let's see if I can get my breath attack back first. Got
Go
roll
for
a
that.
6. Do I get it back?
Roll 5.
Got a 5. So I get
Yeah.
it back. Sweet. But
I'm good at that.
I'm just gonna hold that as my next action. So if anything comes near me, I'm just gonna use my breath attack on them.
Cool. So you hold the action for breath attack.
Yep.
Ends your turn.
Also get a light, so that's good enough for me.
Torres, it's now your turn. You see light all around you from a giant red dragon. That is on our
Scary.
He's part of our team, though. Don't worry.
Thank God. Okay, I don't think I have much to do. I can cast Sunbeam, but honestly, I feel like we're already pretty good here, so I'll pass.
So what do you want to do?
I stand still and pray.
Okay, you want to hold an action?
Yep.
Okay. Grismont, what do you do now that there's now illuminating light around because of Abner, the giant red dragon that is angry?
An angry dragon?
It's on our team. You gotta look around and see if there's any enemies right now. As everything's around you.
Okay, I'll do a perception check.
You guys just barely missed being crushed to death, thanks to some of you guys being very imaginative.
I got 22 on my perception check.
Nice.
All right. You look around and you see within the dust a couple other skeletal creatures moving around. You see a couple giant hands. And you see this square, liquid-looking blob.
No.
It's
I
trying
won't
to
touch it.
move forward, but it's like a giant gelatinous cube.
Oh crap.
It does have a
I see
giant
the flashy
boulder
first.
partially wedged into the top of
No,
it.
no, 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 no.
Can I lick
You
it?
look inside of it as you look forward. Hello, Buffy. And you see couple skeletons that have been digested and or disintegrated, and there are glowing magical weapons inside. The question is that a trap?
Of course, it's a trap. Why wouldn't it be a trap?
Nothing else can be.
So what are you going to do? There's all these different creatures. There's a one other skeletal creature and then one hand creature running around right now. Oh yeah, by the way. Yep, it happens. I'm sorry. The ground starts shaking underneath all of you. That giant angry worm busts out through the ground again. Not under control of Torres anymore. Smashed around looking at you with dripping acid out its face. What do you guys do?
I yell
I'm
out.
not touching that.
I yell out. You guys, you think I'm scared of you bony bitches? Bring it! And I whip out both my hammers.
All right, roll 2 swing attacks of 1 for each hammer. And that'll end your turn after that.
One's a 16 and the other one is a 18.
Nice.
All right, so 18 doesn't hit, and 19 doesn't hit. You swing these hammers and miss, and right when you hit with the hammers, you realize you hit the shell, not the soft part. And your hammers do nothing to the hard shell. You need at least a 22 to beat its AC. As it looks at you and snarls. Anything else before you end your turn?
Nope, I end my turn. Oh, we lost Alex again. Oh, no, we didn't. We
No.
lost the great sage.
No.
Down. Why?
Come back.
Come back!
Come back. Dummy boy. Come back. Dumb.
Down, come back.
We'll miss you so.
We
Dummy.
miss you so.
Dumb. Dumb.
You're
I'm
our
gonna keep
kid.
this. Come back. Dumb. 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 Dumb.
We'll eat your face. We miss you so.
Shake. Dumb. Come on. Dumb.
No. I think we lost him.
No.
Thank you for joining.
Sweet dreams, bub.
Back to it, guys. That was I'm sorry, Dom. You maybe lost internet. There's a storm coming this way, actually. If he does jump in, awesome.
Rest in peace.
If not, somebody else maybe. Back to it.
Oh.
That was Grismont goes last. The giant worm creature looks over and smiles. Alex. Poor Alex. Never mind. Alex, you want something funny to happen?
The heck you mean, poor Alex? But
It
sure.
was going to attack you. The giant worm creature of death was going to try to.
But
I'll see the same one. Oh, welcome back.
last stage.
You got face back. All right. What happened? You have technical difficulties.
He got teleported into the Shadowfell.
All right, Alex.
And
It
another
looks
one
like
at
one
its
leaving, leaving a big opening for you. As right when it slams down to bite at you, it hits the ground in front of you, missing. I want you to roll a perception check for me to see if you can see a weak point or not.
Does a 30 work?
Yes, it does. You look over. You see a bunch of little eyes. Like several on each side. As it slams down, its mouth is stuck in the ground for a split second. You want to attack that weak point?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. What would you like to attack it with? As you are standing right next to it within like 1 or 2 feet.
Whoa.
A weapon. I got something for you. If not,
I think the what would be most effective here. What's a rapier?
actually,
Sword.
can I use that held up action to create a magic weapon?
Not at this time.
Okay, all good.
Fuck the rapier. So I take out one of my arrows.
Go for it.
Not unless you can toss a weapon to her at this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, roll a acrobatics or athletics to see if you're fast enough to toss it to Alex in time, whatever weapon you're trying to toss to her.
Okay, can I? I'm gonna create a magic weapon using the tuna cast in the bag, and that's gonna athletics.
It's like an arcane thing.
Yep, I reach into my bag of holding. I grab like a bunch of tuna cans and I cast create magic weapon. That's gonna be a 15 for my athletics. 16
You
minus 1.
just
Yes.
barely toss it to her. Alex, I need you to roll a dexterity check to see if you catch this in time.
Is that like a saving throw?
It's a check. It's the higher number.
Oh, my bad.
Down to save. Good luck.
22. I
Still
love
here.
having a high dex.
Nice.
That's my baby.
What do you roll?
I rolled a 17 plus 5.
Okay. So,
Oh, no.
someone is munching right now.
My bad.
You're good. I can see the bag of chips. You hit the monster, or you catch the sword just in time. Now, do you want to do an attack? You get an advantage with this attack.
What are
This
my
weapon
options?
gives, this
Now you
weapon
get-
gives
yeah,
plus
you
14 to attack rolls.
It's an attack.
I don't know what he said.
That's at 8th level.
So it's you roll a d20 plus 14. And let me know what that number is for rolling to die. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Also, comment if you'd like to let us know your thoughts on who is your favorite character or what is your favorite shenanigan that has happened in Rolling to Die.
Well, I rolled an 11.
11.
So 11 plus 14 would be what, 25?
11 is not high enough. You have advantage. So what's your second roll?
Work! Hooray! What'd I get?
What'd you roll?
Well, damn it. Wait. Yay! I thought it was a 9. It's a 19.
Okay. You hit the eye as you get this free opening. Right in there with the sword. It starts screeching in pain as it tries to pull back. How much damage do you do? Alright, you don't have
11.
Oh, you do? Okay. 11 damage? It's going to be double. Wait, 22 damage.
I wanna say something.
Yes.
I specifically want to like take the eyeball out.
You're going to pull the eyeball out as you pull out the sword. Alright, roll an acrobatics or athletics check. To see if you're fast enough to pull it out before it. Yeah. You can, as you pull it out, you have to roll an acrobatics or athletics to see if you can pull out the eyeball in time before it pulls its head away. from the pain of you stabbing it in one of its several eyeballs. So let me know what that acrobatics or athletics.
Hooray. I got a 15. I don't know if that's enough.
Just barely.
I really want it.
You needed at
I
least a
really
15
want
to
it.
succeed. So you just reach your hand in, rip out one of the eyeballs, as you stab the other eyeball, and you pull the sword out. As you have an eyeball in one hand and a sword in another hand, you hear it screech as it pulls its head back, slurring and creaking over you a good 20, 30 feet. It's in pain and with blood pouring out as it has purple blood dripping out from its side. As you see the blood hitting the ground as like it's acid. Where you're holding in the eyeball is not burning you, but if you try to touch the other end where you ripped it out of, it would burn you as the blood is still connected. Would hurt you. Same thing with on your sword.
Got
Be
it.
mindful not to touch the blood right now of this creature, or its saliva. It is all acidic and painful. Its internals are super hot. That's why fire doesn't hurt it. So, that's all you do for your turn?
Yes. Wait.
That was a reaction, sorry. That's all you do for your reaction, because that's what happened when they rolled in that one. All the rest of the creatures don't get a chance to attack right now, because they don't see what's going on. Back to the very top, you have Mayhem. He's going to run over at the giant worm creature, and he's going to swing his two maces. Giant Slayer, which gives double damage. Nat 20, finally. All right.
Nice.
Let's swing that mace at him. Where's my Giant Slayer? Giant Slayer mace. 18, so it's times 2. All right, 36. Severe damage. Now, I get to swing at the next mace, the plus 12. Plus 13, so 9 lives, Stealer mace. 17 plus 13, a dirty 30. And I gain a plus 2 to my attack rolls, especially with bigger monsters. Get life steal on top of that, awesome. I gain an extra, nat 20, I get an extra 20 hit points. And I do 47 damage. Plus an extra D, 15. Yep, an extra 12 on top of that. Mayhem's turn is done. Chrome, does anybody need healing? As Chrome asks.
Me. I have a tiny scratch on my hand from that battle.
Poor baby.
She points at you, and you glow a light violet and gain 20 hit points.
Yay! Thank you.
Anybody else need hit points?
I'm all right for now. I'm good.
All right. That ends their turn. Next on top of deck, Alex. It's actually your turn now. And then after that, it's Edward Knight on deck. All right, Alex, you have a giant worm creature in front of you. What are you going to do?
Seduce it.
I'm sorry, did you just say seduce it?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Sorry, that's not it. Intrusive thought.
I'm sorry, not everyone has
Stab it in the
charm
eye.
for him.
You stab it in the eye, and then you seduce it.
You
That's kind of backward.
Close
What'd you
enough.
stab in the eye?
I'm a sorcerer.
A
It sounds
sorcerer
like
that
one of my
had
exes now. Please.
good God.
Charisma,
I'm
man.
Bob
We
of
run pretty
Batman.
good with it.
I get it. Stabs it and says, I love you. And he just looks over going, what?
The fuck? The hell is wrong with you?
You got such a beautiful face, the kind you like to stab.
No.
You said it was undead, right?
I've heard that before.
I'm single. The worm's just like, eh.
So what do you do, Estella? I'm gonna keep screwing that up.
Estrella.
You try so
Estrella.
hard.
I do. I fail.
The way it's easy for me to remember is
You
Treya,
truly,
and then just add S to it.
you
ES to it. Estrella.
you truly are a story of perseverance.
Damn, I don't know what that word means. It's so awesome. You know big words. My wife would love you. She loves big words. She is Lunal's character. She taking care of the little ones.
Hmm.
Back to
It
it.
basically just means constantly striving to achieve your goal.
Yeah, always. That's constant. I'm always trying to correct myself to be better. So let's go back to it. What do you do, Estrella?
My question is a reaction a turn?
It's technically out of turn.
Damn. How big is it?
That's what they all ask. But sorry, we're careful now. The worm that you see from the visibility is about 30 feet tall from the ground. It's still more underground. And it's about a circumference of thickness about 15 foot to 20 foot. Yeah, about 15 foot thickness width. The giant
Yes.
bone armor, a bunch of shells, bleeding eye on the left side, but the right side can see still, and acidic blood and acidic drool.
Did you say drool?
Yes, it has acidic drool.
Oh, drool. Ugh,
The one I thought.
I like shiny.
What do you
things.
do?
Yeah, the fiction.
There's no jewels on this creature. It was
You know
giant
what?
armored
Might have family jewels.
thing of death, and the only thing is, its belly is a weakness you can see, but its eyeballs as well, and inside its mouth.
I know.
But the whole back and sides is all armor.
I know exactly who this is for. I know exactly who needs this. I know exactly who could use this for his soup.
Soup?
So I take out the potion that cloak man gave us
Oh my
that
god.
was making soup
Oh no.
that would teleport us to him and make us his servants.
Does it teleport?
Yeah, it does teleport. Or at
Wait,
least that's
does?
what it said. Yeah.
Just you or
Okay,
all of us?
go for it.
Whoever drinks the potion,
Chuck it in his mouth or something.
I want to chuck it into his mouth.
Now,
Hand it to like on.
you know, the creature's mouth. That's a smarter idea, because I was about to ask you to roll a history check to see if you know where this skeletal guy is right now, because he's in a burning giant building, screaming, going, ah! Ah! As everything's on fire
Still
around
there?
him, burning and collapsing and smashing.
Oh yeah.
So you would just teleported into death.
He's a magic.
You're gonna throw it in his
Yeah, I
mouth?
can go check out him
Fine.
later.
What's like top
All
quality
right.
charcoal?
I need you to roll a acrobatics or athletics and see if you're able to chuck this potion into
We're
its
going
mouth.
to
It's-
take a moment
and
to
teleport
pray.
this thing.
We're going to
That is
pray.
very smart. I did not expect this at all. I was not expecting you to
It would
utilize
be so funny.
it. I love it.
Who whoever's up there, it would be so funny if you let this
Oh, it's
happen.
gonna be terrifying.
So that's an 18.
Success. You needed at least an 18.
Oh, lucky.
Thank you.
Lucky.
You chuck this glass vial spinning around as the cork finally pops open right at the final spin, right in its mouth as it's trying to clamp down at you. The vial spills into its mouth, burning its tongue at first, and then going down its throat, and it stops at first in front of you, and you see the eyes blink on the right side, confused. The left eye is just squinting from bleeding, and you hear it go gulp, and it shakes its head, and it looks at you, going, "What was that supposed to?"
Jeez,
I really
dude.
hope he
giant
wasn't
wow.
like. I really hope he wasn't like a really important figure just protecting something.
Oh no.
That'd be bad.
Oh no.
Imagine if there's just civilians putting out the fire right now. You just kill them
I
all.
really hope he wasn't a very important figure because I forgot that if he had a mouth, he can think and talk. I
Not anymore.
imagine,
So,
I
Well,
imagine like the worm from the SpongeBob episode.
Oh no, the Alaskan worm.
Oh no.
The
Oh,
Alaskan
it is
bull
a giant worm. I'll show you actually what it looks like. You guys want to see what it looks like?
Excuse me, what it looked like.
That's a cry.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
I
key.
don't want to ever.
You know what?
Well,
You know
yeah.
what? I stand by my decision.
So it teleports right to that arcane undead necromancer. It's on fire, screaming, as the potion purposely teleports you back into the cauldron. So it teleports in on top of this cauldron, smashing down where this guy's freaking out, running back and forth. It can't get any worse than this. What the hell? Whoosh. Smashes down, killing him,
Damn.
crushing down even more. The ceiling falls down on top of everything over here. Just you hear a big eruption and explosion, and everything starts shaking behind all of you. Where you guys were is completely collapsed. Here's the thing, though.
My bad.
This creature's immune to fire. It was all fire around it. The damage of things falling on it was one thing, but it's still alive. And now it's pissed, and it's going to come back sooner or later.
Hey
And
Shiji,
it's looking for you.
Eh.
what do you think will happen if we feed him your potion because he's dead now?
Oh.
Oh, that'd be
I'll
a
drink
big
it.
move. I'm going to keep drinking. It teleports again. Why do you keep doing this to me?
Where do you think it'll teleport to?
Wait.
Whatever the last remnants of the cauldron and whatever the potion is,
Oh, I
it's
see.
in cauldron. Teleport back.
Can I just tell
So
get that
even if
trap on
it's
there?
been buried underground, it's going to teleport underground somewhere.
Let's see.
Or if someone takes it and walks off with it somewhere many miles away and puts it as some kind of trophy, and this giant worm's just going to pop up in their house, and they're like, "What is going on?"
They're
What
just
if we
gonna
go
find
back-
it and use it as a doorstop.
True. What if we go back and grab
Yeah,
it though? Like and then just like stack like 50 big like glyphs of wording around it.
That's later.
I
You don't
can't
have time
believe
for
that
right now.
worked.
That's true.
Also, your path behind you has been completely sealed by a bunch of boulders.
Yeah, that's
and
funny,
everything
though.
else smashed behind it.
My
That's
bad.
that's
You guys, you don't know where there's a way out, but you do know there's running water within this area, meaning there has to be somewhere that's going somewhere. There is another thing as well, as Luno knows a couple tricks, and so does Chrome. They both technically can teleport. So, back to it. Charisma. Wait, hang on. I'm wrong. Edward Knight. You guys' names are right next to each other. Edward Knight, it's now your turn, as you've seen this giant worm trying to attack Alex's character. And just right when it's going to snap and bite at her, it just teleports away. What do you say or do?
Well, first, is there anything else nearby?
A giant gelatin creature and a hand that is crawling towards you guys right now. It's actually close to you, actually. It's 5, 10 feet away. And it's about like a giant undead hand, like a thing from Adam's Family, but bigger. Think of like or think of Idle Hands. More hurt. I love Idle Hands. That's such a good movie. You guys need to check that out too, but that's 90s. Young. Oh, you whippersnappers. Get off my lawn.
I'll dance a jig on your lawn.
All right, what do you do? You know, I bet.
How many creatures are within the 20-foot radius?
2.
Make deck saves. Everyone in here.
Crap.
Everybody?
Where are you going?
12 a 7.
I roll on that one.
Oh.
2 for Crawl.
Oh boy.
God.
Fireball!
No.
Wait, what?
25
Please,
points of fire
hold on.
damage.
Everybody just got
Double
fireballs
for
in the
those
room.
that failed
Abner,
with the nat
You're gonna
one.
pay for this.
Double for those
Remember
that
this.
failed with the
After.
nat one.
you're the only one that gains health.
Oh,
out of
thanks,
this.
bro.
Everybody else gets hurt.
If you got a nat one, you're taking 50 points of fire damage.
I cast counter
Mayhem.
spell. Can I cast counter spell to stop this guy?
What am I rolling?
Are you gonna? Yes, you can if you want to. What level is the
Oh,
fireball?
level 3.
What level is the counter spell?
Level 4.
Ooh, yeah, he got you. He has advantage on this. Devontae, you have disadvantage. Devontae, you got to roll a wisdom save, disadvantage. And then Alex, you got to roll with advantage for a wisdom. See who goes higher. Not Alex, sorry. Gigi. Torres.
What do I roll?
You have advantage for a wisdom.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Wisdom
220s.
check. I get.
So
Oh boy. I get 6.
20 plus 3 for me. And yes, that's with
You got 6.
disadvantage. I rolled 2 20s.
Wow.
God damn it! I rolled a 6. 5. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
All right. Right when you do this, Lunal covers over and Mayhem jumps in front of the fire as she jumps through a portal. Mayhem gets hit with the full damage, but his demon armor that he's wearing absorbs half of it. So he gains health, loses health. Abner, you gain full 50 points of health. If you needed help, you got it back.
I got it back. Yep. Thanks, man.
Everybody else that failed got 25 points. Everybody that succeeded got half that,
25.
unless you got a nat 1. Mayhem with that got hurt pretty bad, but it's not more of fire damage, it's more of percussion damage for her.
Ouch.
What else are you doing, Edward Knight, as you just blasted the whole party?
What about the monsters? How are they doing?
The hand, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
It's basically Ash now.
As it jumped at you to reach the fire, just cooked it and turned it to dust. The giant gelatinous cube boiled and burned even more, taking severe damage but not dying.
I need it to make another deck save.
13.
It takes 29 points of lightning damage
Ooh.
from a 3rd level lightning bolt.
You see lightning striking all through it like crazy. Inside all the magical weapons and items that are glowing from the lightning.
Now, one final
It's
deck save for the bonus action.
a
Get some
2.
sleep.
Oh no!
Glad you could be on there.
14 points of acid
Don't threaten me,
damage
Gordon.
from acid splash.
It gains 14 points of hit points back.
Oh, jeez.
It's made of acid.
Well, we'll learn something new every day.
You hear a weird psychic transmission in your head
Everything.
from a gelatinous cube going, "Thank you." Bloop.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Are you single?
My God.
I'm sorry, I had to make that joke go full circle.
Are you single? Wink, wink.
It just makes it.
How did that
Makes
thing
Edward
happen?
want to drop another. It just makes him want to drop another fireball.
Yeah, that'd be later.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
horrible,
can't do
though.
anything. That's why it says it makes him want to.
All right, down the stage.
Present.
Now your turn. What are you doing with Kit as you get caught on fire because of the fireball that Edward Knight just blew us all up to kill a couple creatures?
Ooh. Where do I begin? Let's see where I begin. Are we falling from this, or is this stuff falling on us?
Everything already fell. You guys have only moved 40 feet in 2 hours. Hilarious. Technically, in the storyline, it's only been 10 minutes.
Let me see. If they're just falling for 2 hours, then
It's about 10, 20 minutes. Yeah, about 20 minutes now.
I've been falling for 20 minutes.
No, yeah, but nothing's falling right now anymore. Everything's been destroyed.
what if I do?
What are you doing, Dom? The giant gelatinous cube that Devontae has been attacking, but magic is kind of the only way to hurt it. Physical attack's going to do nothing. Getting close to it's going to be a bad idea. If not, you can avoid it because it's super damn slow, and you can just go doing something else. And it depends on what you want to do. You want to scout and move around. The trap that I had set to roll over you guys kind of got smashed by all the debris. So there goes my traps that I had set.
Only far distance
You ruined
attacks
my
work.
plan. You thwart my plans? Are you?
You know what? Yes.
That's it.
Blowing you up.
Okay. Let's see.
What are you doing, Dom?
I do have a question. Does long distance attack works?
Magical ones with like your crossbow bolt, yes. Anything else, depending on what you have for magic, physical attacks will do shit.
Well, the only thing I have is crossbow, which that's the only thing I could really use.
Yeah, we need to upgrade your kit. Or you just retire him and make a new 20 character. We'll figure it out. What are you gonna do with Kit? You gonna fire 2 crossbow bolts of magical fire?
Yeah.
All right, 2. Roll 2 shots, and let me know what those are for rolling to die. Remember, everybody, to like, share, and subscribe. Push that thumbs up button, and also
a double
leave a
18.
comment. If you like it.
One, so it's 18 is first roll,
Yep.
plus 11, 29. And then for the second roll, it is a nat 20 plus 11, 31. Does those 2 hit?
Definitely. Second one's double damage for right now. So roll damage for the first one.
So for damage, let's see what we got. Okay, let's see.
After you roll for damage, you got to roll fire damage as well. It's magical fire damage is the only thing that's really going to hurt it. Physical damage is not going to do shit. Unless you're gonna like scoop it into a 1,000 little cups or bowls and make a bunch of like poisonous bowls, acid bowls.
Okay, the first roll is 10 damage, and the second roll it is a 13 damage.
Okay. You damage it, but you don't kill it.
Damage.
Anything you say before you end your turn?
Say it again.
Anything you do before you end your turn?
That, perhaps I could use if you said physical attacks won't work. Because I was gonna say if the second
Nope.
a bonus action for javelin could help.
You can bonus action, you can reload, but that's all you can do. Or you can go and hide and sneak around, go in a stealth mode, or move around.
Well, I got nothing else done. But I got no other further action. But I'm gonna be hanging the bed now. I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Have a good night. Be safe. This NPC.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
Will do. Night,
Do you want to
everyone.
do anything before you anything about down the pigeons? Never mind. Have a good night, buddy. So now we're back to Abner. Abner, while it's your turn, a portal opens up above you of Lunal. And she's floating around the screen. You notice goddamn genetic cube. And she puts a portal under it, and you see it get sucked under it. And it takes her reaction. It just gets sucked under. What do you guys do now? Abner, it's your turn.
All right, how far is that this cube? Right there. Where do you get?
Lunal just took care of it by taking it, sucking into a portal.
Then we got a golem Drake at our side. Hand has been incinerated.
Yep. No enemies in sight yet, except for where the golem Drake sleeves, which are vampire creatures. The entrance to the giant white house has been blocked completely. You cannot get in unless you fly through a tower. You can enter through the other pathway where the giant boulder is made kind of like a bridge above and a tunnel path under, which is big enough for a dragon to crawl under or fly over. And then you can lead to the next section if you like, if you're trying to find the next book. As you see Luno pointing over in the general direction where the Great House will be, saying, the book is over in that general direction. And she what do you say or do, Avner, as Luno is flying next to you, saying to your giant dragon head, and she's floating next to you?
Right. You said I could fly. I'm checking my flight speed. Flight speed. Oh, I got 80 feet of flight per movement. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fly from. I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna fly to the right.
Over here. All right, you fly to here.
I'm gonna try and get a good view of my surroundings.
Roll a perception check for me. Let me know.
There you go. 15 plus 16. That's 31.
Okay. You look around as you're flying above everything. You look down and see gravestones. You see the gravestones open up like a mouth and lick itself clean from the dust. And blink, and you look at the gravestone again. You fly over, and you see on the ground.
I just came out of nowhere.
What the fuck?
Furby!
Hello.
Screech.
Screech.
No, Furby just shows up. It's like everybody's like, holy shit, it's a Furby!
I haven't seen
Panda wakes up.
Close. It's a furry.
All right, Panda, are you joining in?
Yeah.
We just lost down, so it works. It always happens that way. All right, Pando. Pando Screech.
Which story is this?
Doomsdays.
Okay, so Panda.
Yep.
All right, roll 2d20, or introduce yourself and then roll 2d20.
My name is Screech the Panda on Instagram now, and I am Panda the Michigan Pandalorian.
Oh no.
All right, I'll roll 2d20. Let me know what those 2d20 are.
All right. Today I will be playing as my favorite character and everyone's favorite character, Rando Pando, the Blinking Menace.
Oh yeah, I should forget about your blinks. How can I forget about those blinks? They're everywhere.
That's my main stick. How did you forget those?
We're too busy fighting. And then 1 minute you're there, then the next you're gone. 5 hours later, I see you again, and you're gone again.
Now,
What the hell? What the hell? Did I just?
what you roll for those two numbers?
All right. 17 and a 6.
And then roll initiative for me, please.
14 plus 6, 30, 20.
Okay, perfect. We're at Avner, so we'll have you wake up during that time. You'll have your turn right after Avner, and then we'll jump you back to everybody else in proper order. Next, after Avner, is going to be Torres and then Grismont. So, Avner,
Yep.
what are you doing?
3rd level spell fireball in that directional area.
Wait a minute. What did I teleport into?
You better not have blinked into it. That's what you got to worry about right now, mister. Prepare for your blink
That's
arrival.
clarity already?
I'd say so.
Damn it.
You blink all the time. Where do you think you're gonna?
There's already been one fireball cast.
So,
Fucking-
right off rip, as Avner's flying, he looks down and breathes fireball right under him. Blasting the two gravestone mimics. I got to roll for them. A 2 and a 12, they both fail. Whatever you roll is going to kill them for double damage. So, how do you want to do this?
I'm in the clear.
Sorry.
And then Pando, I'll get to you in 1 second.
Gotta get the
Yeah,
third level spell. Fireball. Looking for it. Here it is. So the total damage that they're taking is 29 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this? As both of them get disintegrated from double damage.
What was once there was cloaked in fire, and when the fire disappeared, whatever was there was no more.
More fireballs.
Hey, Abner, can I tug your ear for a sec?
Yeah.
Hey. Pando. Okay, you guys are talking. We'll go to the next guy then. She.
Yes,
Torres.
sir. Okay. Who's left?
We're
Like
gonna go
on the
to you in
enemy
1 minute.
team.
Yeah, we're gonna go to you in 1 second. We're getting you ready. Panda.
Yep.
You wake up and you're strapped to a contraption on the bed.
Ah, squirrels, this is what I deserve.
Oh,
Squirrel?
Scope.
Well, when you run out of
Crap.
TP in the forest, the bear talks to his little squirrel friend and makes a persuasion check.
You don't talk to
You're
squirrels,
horrible.
Pando. How many times we gotta tell you this?
It's not
I do- you know.
Come here, little buddy. Come here. Your coat looks so soft.
Why do you?
Come here,
It's working.
So,
moving on.
Pando, you wake up.
Took your spot.
You're strapped to this bed. You have a contraption that looks like it's gonna, do something to you that it did to Crom all night.
Ooh.
And you look above you, there's a giant trunk filled with other things to make it heavy. They slam on you the second you move. You look at it, you look over at the toy, and you go, good thing I can just blink. She always forgets. So roll a blink for me, as you're going to blink right to Abner. And then right
Nat
after you do
20,
this,
boys.
Torres.
Nat 20. Fuck yeah.
So, explain to me how you blink out of this contraption as the trap activates right after you tell it.
So who's in the room? Is anyone watching?
You're out by yourself.
Nope, you're just in the bedroom by yourself.
Wrong room. You guys.
She forgets that we are both dimensional beings. Blinks out of the bed and gets my gear on. Contraptions go off, and I'm just ducking out of the way as everything's swinging past. And then I'm like, all right,
Hilariously,
I'm ready to go. And then just as I'm about to leave, an axe chops the bed in half. Yeah, that's about par for the course. And then I blink out to your location. Or no, rather than blink, it's more of a what's it called? Instant transmission. So it's like locking on to wherever you guys are.
All right, who are you telling for to? Crom or to Abner?
Well, nothing personal, bud, but my tie is with Crom, so
Hey, man.
I pop up next to Crom.
You teleport right next to her, and she's like, "Oh man, I really wish we had Pando right now." Think, look at you guys!
Hey,
You son of a
so
bitch.
do you want to talk about the axe at the end, or you want to just leave it for later?
As you say that, you hear Mayhem laughing in the back. Ha ha! That was my part.
That was
Sorry.
you, you
I
sex
thought
fuck!
it
I told you to stay out of bedtimes. It's my time. It's me and Chrome time.
So
Stay away.
to catch your character, to catch your character up, what happened is you fell asleep at the fire at first, woke up, walked back in late at night into the her dimensional room where you left her at the naughty contraption with the magical thing, making her have numerous orgasms that she had uncontrolled. Couldn't do anything, but she was kind of retarded for a little bit because of it. And you just completely forgot about her, nonchalantly walked right past, went to the bed, laid down, passed out, and she's mouth gagged, going "Wah! Wah!" the whole night, all the way to the morning as Mayhem walked in going, "Whoa! I saw that!" As he helps her down and looks over at you and looks at her and goes, "So what do we do?" And she's like, "I have an idea." And sets a horrible trap around your body, and then he goes, "That sounds great." So that's the adjust of that part. And it goes back to you now as you teleport next to Crom, scaring the living hell out of her. And she starts laughing as Mayhem said that.
You know what? Understandable.
So, Pando.
Point me towards the enemy.
She laughs. And then that'll end your little skit for a second before we'll go back to your proper turn. Now it is Chi-Chi's turn. And then Grismont, you're on deck.
Okay. Who's left the room, anyways?
In your area, there is no enemies, except for the far left of you, of where the vampire creatures are, next to the kind of like a mountain-esque area up the cavern. Unless you want to bug them, they're kind of sticking to their own stick right now.
I'm gonna rock
They
them.
help create a lot of the ghoul, but after the whole rock smashing everywhere, they're kind of more imported on the trying to survive after everything smashed around them.
Well, can we go to the White House? Can I lift off the boulder or like crawl underneath?
Your giant creature can.
Okay.
He can move things. Open.
I'll get him to move the boulder.
Yeah. Roll a strength check for this monster. It will be a 20 plus a d20. So roll that for me.
20 plus.
And see if he can move these to open a passageway. This is all blocked.
20 and a 9.
Nice, nice. All right, so successfully you lift and move and throw it over here, making it more of a rubble area on this side, leaving an opening to head in. All around. So what do you want to do?
I cast fire. I'm kidding. Can I go in? Can I go in?
Oh my god!
No, I can use my sorcery points to cast 4 fireballs at this house. No, I'm kidding. Can I go
If
in?
you want to,
No, I'm fine. I'll go inside.
if you want to do a perception check first to
It
see if
wouldn't
you
be
actually want
the
to do it.
first time we've had rapid fire fireballs. Pando slowly turning, looking at the dragon.
It's an old joke at this point. Perception check.
Not
No,
even a joke,
Abner. I
I
have
rolled
5 dragon
23
balls, and I
and a
only
12.
need 2 more.
Wait, so the legends were true? No, not mine. No, I'm not donating. No, thank you. No.
Find me another dragon.
That won't be long. I assure you.
So,
Oh, my brother.
Gigi,
Yep.
Oh,
what's your perception?
23 and a 12.
family reunion, ready for it.
Plus 12?
23 and a 12. Oh no, just
Your perception?
oh yeah, wait, I accidentally rolled twice. So the first one would be the 23.
All right, so you take the 23 altogether. Okay. All right, you look over at this giant white, like albino-looking house made of like a limestone, as you perceive it to be. At first, you see treasures, and the door tried to open, as it looked like it was supposed to be a lovely maiden to come up to entice you. As the house got severely from the rock smashed window. Right when the door opens, the woman springs out like a creepy cuckoo
What
clock,
the hell?
with springing her body out with under her dress is the tongue of the monster. Just all creepy at you and everything.
Damn girl, I'm into that. Do I get a reaction to this? Or the rest of my
You will in 1 second. It tries to screech.
I get a reaction.
Come inside. You might. What do you do for your reaction, Shiki, before you do your turn?
I stand still with my arms wide open. I accept my fate.
Does the creature grab you and pull you into the giant mimic house?
Take me.
Good sound. Good
I
sound.
should have cast fireball. Honestly,
As a
this
reaction,
was a mistake.
you can do that.
No. Like earlier. Like earlier.
Casting
Oh no, actually I can't. Actually I
bonus
can't. I can't have a bonus action.
action, but
Oh, you're casting.
Wait, do I have a bonus
You're
action?
casting twin spell. You're casting twin spell,
No,
and then you're gonna cast double
I
fireball.
can use a. If I have a bonus action, I can turn my main action into a bonus action, and then I can use that bonus action to cast 2 fireballs.
You can.
Maybe can I?
So your reaction is you first look like you open your arms all wide, like she's coming and flying at you.
Yep.
And then right as she gets close enough, you smile, and you just both hands ignite with fire, and you throw 2 fireballs.
so
Now you're throwing them
another
at
fire
her.
maniac in the group. Nice.
Can I have both?
Are you throwing them at her, or are you throwing them at the?
I feel like she's like the bigger issue here, so I'm gonna throw it at her. So I pull out like a ball of sulfur and then just cast fireball.
You're gonna short range yourself and blast yourself in the process.
Yup. I'll take you with me.
I mean, Skyrim did the answer, but go for it.
Okay. Roll for it. 1 second. So that would be 2 7th level fireball.
I'm going to give you a roll to die moment for our signature thing that we do for rolling to die. I'm going to have you roll 2d20 for me.
2d20.
Let me know those 2.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if this is going to hurt you really bad or not.
Okay.
It might take full damage, take half damage. Let me know if those 2d20.
The first one I roll 18. Luckily. The second one I rolled an 11.
Both succession over 10. So you're going to take half damage from your fireballs.
The first fireball rolls a 42 on damage.
Holy shitballs.
And the second one I roll 41 on damage. So there's 83 points of fire damage.
All right. By the way, those are times 2. Because all mimics take times 2.
Oh, yeah, true. 166.
So for the tongue creature that's supposed to lure you into the mouth and get you to be eaten, how do you want to do this? As you fry and destroy its tongue. But the body and base itself doesn't get damaged at all because you did it point blank where you were, which is just far enough away from the 20-foot reach.
Damn it.
As its tongue reach is 30 foot long. As it just came to you to its furthest point. Unless you wanted to walk closer, but it's too late.
No, it's fine. I'll just take her with me. My companions just see a flash of blinding light and I just like combust.
You only take 42 points of fire damage altogether.
I will. Okay.
All right, that's half.
Done.
Because you're taking something and it's blowing up right in front of you, concussing you, and knocking you on your ass. You won't die. Right as this happens, you're going to be having some healers help you in a minute, but that'll be once their turn.
I'll be okay.
Is there anything you wish you blow up in front of everybody, going like, worth it?
It was worth. No, there's no time. I just instantly blow off.
What does it look like for the mimic girl that is trying to lure you in?
She just sees me like embrace her, and then like I just suddenly explode because I have a ball of sulfur in my hand. I just cast fireball.
It's a big explosion. She blows up and disintegrates, screeching, and tongue itself tries to retract as you hear the giant house reaching, screeching in pain and agony from its whole tongue being exploded and disintegrated. You got it at its full length, man. Damn.
You cannot take me today.
You hit the ground. You're going to be knocked prone for 1 turn.
Okay.
You're right in front of Alex's character as you hit the ground. kind of like you did this whole like suicide bomb blow thing up on it. Kind of like a how can you say in Dragon Ball the a Vegeta moment.
Yes, sir.
You just looked at everybody, smiled, the big smirk, and just and everything lit up.
Democracy. Anyway,
Go for it. All right. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Grismont, you just seen this big giant explosion and flash, and you hear that word as he hits the ground. What do you say or do?
I just saw one of my teammates hit the ground.
Yeah, he got knocked prone because he kind of blew himself up to take out the mimic tongue monster.
I'm trying to think. I don't really have a reaction.
You got a giant mimic. You see him blow up, hit the ground. You see a giant mimic monster house ahead of you. It's about 45 to 50 feet ahead of you. And you see, also for you, Shishi, you're allowed to control that giant dragon thing to attack too.
oh yeah, sure.
So I'll let you know that after Grismont.
Okay.
So Grismont, what do you do as you see this giant house trying to... It's screeching in pain right now because Shishi blew off its tongue. It only has 10 foot left out of its 30 feet.
I yell at it. Ha! That's what you get, you stupid git.
Oh no. We lost Alex.
Yeah, she had to go.
We lost Alex
Okay.
because of the sirens, or we lost her because of connection?
She had to
She
go.
has to go.
She had to go.
She has to go out.
She had
Yeah.
to,
Okay, I was going to say, did we
Okay.
say something that made her salty? I'm
she had
sorry.
to keep it out.
No, next time. All right, thank you, Alex. You're always welcome back. Love your character. So fun. Sorry it took so long to get started. Let's get this going, though. Grismont, what are you doing? Do you want to go where Avner went, where he casted Fireball, and where it's just big fiery rain now, but you can still walk through? Or do you want to go to this giant house and fight this giant house?
I'll go to the giant house.
All right. You see a giant, like, limestone-looking house, and a giant eyeball looks at you enraged, and these teeth that are, like, messed up looking from everything smashing on top of it. You hear it trying to talk, but it can't. What do you do?
I take one of my axes and chuck it into the eye.
Roll an attack for me.
29, 19 plus 10.
Explain to me how you throw this axe into its eye.
The eye looks down at me and all angry and it's bloodshot and all that. It look at me very angrily. I give it the finger and I chuck my axe at it.
You see, you chuck it sideways, going, and it's on fire still,
Yes.
right? All right, roll damage, and it's double fire damage.
Six plus 4, 10. Plus 2d6. 17.
You swing this axe and throw it into it. You see the eye explode from the fire as your axe flies right back into your hand. The house wishes it could move closer to you, but it needs you to come in to eat you. You see this tongue trying to stick out of the pit, like a nub, out of the mouth, trying to slap at you, but it's missing out of reach. What do you do or say?
I literally stand out of its reach and just start yelling and cursing at it and making fun of it.
and looks at you with its other eye watering angrily.
impotently.
You made it cry. Roll a intimidation check to see if it will cry or not. You got advantage, by the way, because it's pissed off.
Now let's say 25 because that's what I got. I got a net 20 plus 5.
Explain to me how you scare this giant house into submission.
Griswold just starts pointing and laughing at it. It's like, stumpy tongue. I took out one of your eyes. You're a zogging stupid house that can't do nothing from all the way over there.
It cries and reaches and misses you and then bites down on its own tongue, chopping off its last 10 feet, accidentally enraged. You see its other eye tearing. You see the eye close, and the other eye, where it was, close. The mouth turn into a regular door as you hear the ground shaking. As it seems like it went into a submission and closed itself up in fear. What do you say or do as you championed out, scaring the hell out of the giant house?
I yell over to I go, "Oi, boys! I think this house needs some fireballs. What do you think?"
Fireballs!
Called for fireballs.
We'll get to that in 1 second. Before then, Shiji,
Yeah.
your giant stone dragon golem
Let me pop a stat
is
block.
right next to the giant house. What do you want to do?
Let me pop a
You wanna
stat
keep-
block actually.
You did a what?
I'm gonna pop a stat block. Give me 1 second. I forgot what his stats are. He's gonna be I assume he's gonna be a huge creature or large. Depends on which one it is.
He's technically gigantic.
Okay, Gigantuan, that's gonna be
He's
he's gonna have 80 HP and 18 on strength. So I'm gonna have him slap the house in the face. Straight in the eyes.
You're kaiju. You're gonna kaiju that shit?
Yep.
Alright, kaiju it up.
Attack, and that's gonna be 14.
Alright, awesome. How much damage are you doing? He's doing double damage, by the way.
He's gonna, let's see, 2d12 plus 4. So that's gonna be, let me roll that. That's a 6. 4 plus 14 plus the 28 points of damage.
Alright. Times 2.
That's already times 2.
Okay. Smashes into it. You see a big cave in. You get one more attack with it, and then it ends its turn.
Okay. Can I have him crawl inside of the house to deal damage? Is that stupid?
There's no not big enough hole, and to be honest, you would probably feed it.
True. Okay. I'll have him do a tail slap on the house, and let's see. Let's go on.
Ooh, nice. Roll for an attack.
21.
All right. How much damage?
The same amount as last time, so that's going to be another 24.
Okay. Big giant chunk of the side just gets ripped off and open. You see these tendrils trying to close it back up and seal it, but it's like hurt and damage. You see this purple blood leaking everywhere. You see the innards partially as it's like damaged bone is trying to close back up and digest his system. And your turn for that creature. It is now the house's turn, but it can't do anything because it's sealed up, trying to heal. No other creatures are within sight to attack right now, except for Avner. Avner, my friend, You're being shot at by a archer, skeleton,
All right.
and a fire witch.
All right.
Yo, Abner, what if you feed that potion the skeleton guys gave us?
The archer completely misses with a 14 and a 12. The fiery witch does an 18 hit your draconic form.
My armor, I think, is. Let me double check.
Especially since you're in dragon mode, right?
Yeah, if I'm in my dragon, I think it.
Yeah, you get extra because you're a dragon.
22 is my AC, so no, that don't hit.
Okay. She's going to do one last thing. I want you to do a wisdom save for me, please.
All right.
What do you roll?
Checking my perception. +9. What is that?
What's your
That's
wisdom?
8 plus 9, so that's no, that's 15. Oh, that's 8. It's 17.
17.
You fail. You needed a 19 to save.
Gotcha.
In your mind, you hear whispers from her. Never hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm your mother. All you see is your mother. Please never hurt your mother. Those people you think are your friends are trying to hurt me. Burn them. As you see her at first, and you see a mirage in a way of your own mom, in her draconic form transformed into like a humanoid form, pointing back in the direction of your friends in a big, clustered area. What do you do, Abner, as this happens to you? What is the thing you want to do now that she's told you to attack the people who are trying to harm her?
Breath attack.
As you, what are you attacking with?
With my my dragon's breath ability. So
Attacking
it's basically
who?
a big flamethrower. Well, that's the thing. We gotta roll to see which direction I'm gonna be hitting next. I just got possessed.
You did, and you lost.
So it's just right now. It's basically the attitude of you guys thought me throwing fireballs left and right is, bad. This is now exactly as it states in the book. A chaotic, evil dragon. It's destructive. It attacks anything within its proximity that is considered a threat. Everything around me is a threat. 5th level fireball, boys.
You fire right here as the flames reach out.
Yep. So everybody's got to make where's my phone? I just had it here.
Dex save?
Yeah, it's a dex save. I think it was a DC of 24. Let me double check. That's the sad part. That's the sad part.
Everybody, make a dex save, please. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody make a dex save. You make a dex save. You make a dex save.
Dex save of 24.
And you
gotta
make
be
a save.
24.
Ha! I'm in danger. I'm
Oh,
never
no.
gonna get that anyway.
It's fire, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fire.
Okay.
15 plus 3, 18.
It's just the ancient red dragon's stat ability. He has breath
19
attack.
plus 3, 22, but the number to beat is 24. I ain't dodging this one, boys.
Shit.
Well, at least I got out underwear to take half damage. Thanks, Bay!
Mayhem fails with a 2. Lunal succeeds with 26. Chrome succeeds with 26.
Nice.
You see Chrome fly right up in front of it and raise her wings and arms. Bring it, you fiery bitch! As it hits across her and she just absorbs the fire because she's just immune to fire right now. All the stuff I have her have, she's immune. Plus being a tiefling. Lunal uses a magical shield to block. Mayhem transforms into his werewolf and gets hit with a flame right after he transforms. Grismont, what did you roll?
I got a 19, but I got my fly boots, so I go fly. I just shoot straight up.
You still get hit with the percussion a little bit. Now I need you to do a dex save to see if you lose balance while flying.
Damage was
I-
93 points of fire damage. For those who
That's
did
not
see.
how a failed dex save works. But okay.
21.
You still take the 90 points of damage. You gain control, though, while in the fire, as it engulfs you and everybody else.
I'm gonna take 47.
Lunal takes half damage. Chrome takes quarter damage.
I take half damage.
You take half damage. Dom takes half damage. Devontae, what was your save?
You're using it.
No.
Edward's immune to fire.
No, the beard is the kilt.
Ah, okay. That's what you did.
It's still the percussion damage too.
Find a pair of boxers.
It's the explosions. So
I
it's still
thought it was just fire
like
breath,
an,
not an explosive. It was just fire breath.
Yeah, it's fire breath.
wait, is it fire breath?
Yeah, it's fire
Okay,
breath.
never mind,
You
you're fine.
turned it into a fireball.
I don't have to make a save. It's just fire.
You're right. You're a fire ganassi with all the
Yeah,
other
fire
fire
doesn't do
attributes.
nothing to Edward.
Yeah, he's
I
fine.
think it probably heals him.
And I haven't been
Yeah, he'll probably
injured
heal
yet,
from it.
so
He's standing there taking a shower while all the rest of us are all screaming. This is some nice weather. Ah! So, on that note, what do you do, Lyden, after that? What do you say after blasting everybody?
Yes, mother. I'll burn them all.
Everybody hears this and goes, "Oh fuck!
Oh fuck.
What do you mean, mother?"
Panda pulls out a pair of head trimmers and said, I told you, bud. I was coming for them scaly balls.
What?
I'll do anything to
Hey,
snap you
collect-
out of this fight. But more importantly, for bingo!
I feel so bad for Abner right now.
No,
I really did not
God,
think
it's
if I were to use my dragon's breath, it literally only takes a bonus action.
Wow, you guys are hilarious. Okay,
Roll the attack.
so that happened.
You're going for
You guys all
me
hear-
while I'm unguarded.
Oh, wait,
AC.
you guys all hear a voice from the mimic dragon god. You all think you can defeat me. You are all turning on each other. What do you all say when you all hear that? The mimic doesn't know how to respond at first, going, bingo. No.
What?
So after that, we're gonna do one, and we're gonna end it there. What do you all want to do as a party against this house to finish this house? We're gonna have it be a party fight, as you're all still engulfed in flames, but it's take out this house this way, and then you deal with Abner after, because Abner does get a chance to do a wisdom save to see if he breaks free of this curse.
I want to fireball the house.
I have an
All
idea.
right, anybody else want to fireball the house?
I have an idea. I think I can do this without using a spell.
I don't have fireball.
You do have
Hey,
fireball.
non-fireball gang, what's up?
I can fireball, but I feel like dropping like
Luno,
all of the tuna on top of this house would be more cheaper.
right?
Doesn't cost a spell slot.
It's actually about the size of
Luno.
And there's like 2 million pounds in there. So
So what I'm doing is Luna walks up and heals Charisma 86 points. Chrome walks up to Shiji and heals him 60 points. Using their spells. After that, Jordan, I would like your character to do a wisdom save, please.
All right. Wisdom save. +9. Let's see here.
Where's your damn dice
They're
tower?
all in the truck. All right, that's 14 plus 9.
23.
After blasting this fireball of doom to your own friends, thinking this woman's your mother, laughing, you finally snap out of it, shaking your head, seeing her as the fiery temptress she is. But looking back at the house and seeing everybody casting fireballs, you really want to join in the game. What do you want to do, my friend?
Do I see the? Hold on. Can Pando say something to Hefner, supposing that he wakes up or notices that he wakes up?
He doesn't notice yet. You haven't noticed yet. You have
Damn.
to
He's gonna
realize that
scream out for the bingo. Legitimately, eat a succubus heart is on there.
Oh my gosh.
well, she is a succubus, so she's a fiery succubus, though. But yes, it works. What do you do for everybody in the gang to this house?
I'm
You got two fireballs.
fireball.
gonna cast at
Three
third level the new spell that I've gotten. Sindrasil Spear. It's just literally a spear of lightning that I can chuck 30 feet. For a third level, and it does 3d6 lightning damage.
Oh, you don't want to join us with the fireball?
Nope, that bitch controlled me. I'm pissed.
Fireball.
Luna, as she raises her hand up, casts Meteor Swarm.
Meteor storm. Oh no.
Oh, great.
Can I
All
counter
of
spell
which is
that?
gonna hit the-
Plus 11 for that spell for a hit.
Luna would love for you to try.
Okay. Let me counter spell this.
It's not randomly hitting everywhere. She has it controlled.
23. So I hopefully I hit the girl.
Lunal's on our side.
Okay.
If you try to counterspell our main mage, she's gonna really want to try to kill you. You're gonna have fun with that.
Okay.
And then when
know
you
the
tried to counter-
Also, like the enemy was. Oh, never mind.
you
Oh shoot!
counter me.
Oh shoot! Casting on me anyway. That's fine.
Counter spells for the enemy, not the teammate.
Also, that was the enemy casting it. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. All right.
Spooked me for a second. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not even gonna have to worry about damage because I know it's gonna be over 150. How do you guys want to do this? As it's gonna destroy it. First, we're gonna have Charisma attack it, and then after that, everything hits it like crazy. Grisma, what are you doing for a physical attack? And Pando, you want to do a physical attack like you guys doing a combo or something?
No. Which way to the Mimic's Dragon?
Very far away. We don't know exactly yet.
Damn. I thought
Everything's on fire around you, and there's too much.
so
Just leave it on the map.
in front of Pando or near Pando. Is that Avner?
Avner's the red dragon flying. The giant stone dragon's on your guys' team too.
Okay,
The
that's
White House
Stone
attack.
Dragon. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
That's,
then the
IV.
Mimic Dragon isn't on the map yet. Gotcha.
No, he's technically on the map, but he's not actually
We haven't
active
gotten
yet.
yet.
You don't see
We're
him.
still down here in this area.
He's technically invisible right now. You can't actually see him.
I can't see him, but
We
he
know he's
locked
here.
on to me, right? Through psychic channels.
He did.
I can backlog and just blink.
Yes, we can do that in a little bit. But that's not going to end well if you're just stuck there by yourself for 2 sessions.
For a minute. If
We'll
nothing
figure that out.
else, I'll just pick him off for a minute.
We'll see. Because you got to find that final pick. If you don't find it, you're screwed. You still haven't found it yet. So just within this area.
Oh.
As you it's Grismont, how does it happen when you attack the building for Pando?
Do I ask Pando, do you want to do a combo or no?
No. I'm not going to do anything to the house. Fireballs is kind of enough.
I agree. I think just let the damn thing burn.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to taunt it?
Check. We look at each other, and I ask him, "You got a bag of holding on you?"
I do not.
I hand him a provisional one that I have on me. It was supposed to be a bomb, but it turned into more of the I don't want a combo. So inside the contents are 2 lawn chairs and about 7 packets of popcorn.
And sunglasses.
Sunglasses or wooden shades to filter the light.
As you guys are all sitting there 30 feet away, you see fireball, 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 fireball. And the house.
Did I
You hear
leave any
screeching and
marshmallows in
pain.
there? No? Damn.
I just
There
want
might-
fish.
As a giant portal open up above its head, a meteor swarm lands on top. You see the rest of it cave in and just. And they all just. You see the giant ivory building explode and melt down, burning. You have cleared all the enemies within the section. The vampires sadly got hit within the explosions. They're gone too. And we're going to leave it there with rolling to die. I would like for everybody to see about taking a long rest in this area again. As Luna looks around going, guys, this was crazy. I have an idea. As she she grabs her door handle and walks up to one of the stones and draws a door. It lights up green as she puts her door handle in it and turns, opens up a door through the stone, and looks at all of you and goes, "Come on, get in, everybody." Avner, do you want to turn back into your regular form, or do you want to stay as giant dragon outside dealing with this while everybody else is comfy seat.
I will fly back towards the door entrance, but I will go from being Big Dragon back to Abner on my way towards there. So it's like that. You know the page of Animorph book page when you look at it, watch it. It's basically like that in reverse. Right, team.
I'll have it like it's like that in reversal, but in shadow form.
Yep.
You guys see it from above, a giant dragon wing, and as it does, it's shrinking and changing and turning into Abner flying. It lands down. Is everybody going into the door?
I holler. You heard her, lads. Get back in here. Oh.
Pando just kind of follows suit, checking his bag, see if he has any drinks or anything like that.
Sorry. Yeah. Shiji, this is your first time actually seeing Abner out of his dragon form. What do you say?
Peculiar. A creature of many forms. Interesting specimen you are. I'll observe you as our companion. That's it. And I'll offer him a piece of fish, of course. Sardines, always.
All right. You guys all head into the room. I want all of you to do a perception check for me to see what this area is as you guys all walk in and the door closes behind all of you. Everybody else that is NPC'd all joins in as well. Everybody else
16.
11.
14.
16 Pando.
Yeah, everybody has advantage, by the way, because you're able to stand there for a moment.
Okay.
19 plus 3, 22.
Not 20 plus 7, 27.
16 plus 2, 8 for Abner. Or 18 for Abner. Wow. Man. That's abuse to humans, folks. Remember to do math, folks. Remember to do your math. Math is math.
I crit. Nice.
All right. What'd you get, Grismont?
What was I supposed to roll again?
Perception. Check with advantage. And Devontae, DJ's on base. What'd you roll?
I said I rolled a 19 plus 3, 22.
No. I got a 9. 4 plus 5.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Wow.
What's your passive?
My passive?
Yeah, passive.
Yeah, your passive perception?
At least over a 10 can see things, but 9 you're not going to see much at all.
I have 15.
Okay, that's fine then.
That works.
So, you all look in as the door closes. You see a six-sided star kind of shaped entranceway. Each point ends to a different door. As the one closes behind you is one of the points. You see a center piece where it shows a werewolf and a cat woman dancing like in stone. You look up and see a stairwell that spirals around to a second floor. You look up and see different glass murals of different timelines of Mayhem, Luno, and their children, and different kind of combats or battles or scenarios. You look to see another stairwell. It's like a half level. Leads down the hallways. You see kind of like, instead of a ceiling, you look up and see the galaxy. You see stars. You see constellations that you've never seen before. You even see a cute dog laying down, snoring, and sleeping.
I think Surveys might have accidentally fell asleep.
Who? No, DJ Thunderbass answered. It was it's Cooper's dog. No? Somebody snoring. Somebody was snoring.
Dog snoring.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, like I said.
That's what I thought. I thought that was the dog snoring.
That's why I interjected it and added it into the story. There's a dog laying there, snoring, sleeping on a cute mat. You see it as like a Rottweiler-esque dog, though. Sleeping.
Not gonna lie, I am kind of hungry.
I'm sleepy.
Oh no.
Luna looks over and says, "If you want food, it's the second floor. If you want rest, it's the half floor. The main floor here is just for teleportation areas. They're all locked for now until I open them again. You're welcome to rest here. No one can enter, no one can leave. So we don't have to worry about enemies.
Awesome.
Who wants to go to food? Who wants to rest? Who wants to go to a training facility? If not, their bedroom can have one.
Rest.
All right.
I'm gonna rest here.
Luna looks at you, goes, by your imagination, when you go to your door, the room will become what you believe. Please don't think of anything dangerous. It might actually kill you. She smiles. If you have anything lustful, it will happen. But she smiles again. Don't make it me. It'll kill you. And she smiles again at all of you. And even Mayhem goes, not joking. It's tried to kill me before. Even she looks over going, it even will kill my husband. Yes. Rules are rules. Chrome is like, what about me? And she smiles going, honey, we have you as one of our mains that gets summoned. Wait, what? What do you mean? Who comes here? And she smiles, it's a bed and breakfast. What?
Actually, I gave it a 5 out of 5 last time.
And she just looks over at you with her eyes bugged and crazed. What?
I open my personal door. Going back to my sanctuary. Want to come with me? Just carving
Starts
into a galaxy.
screaming, whistling.
She looks at the door frame and it says, properties of Pando, 5-star resident, not tipper. And then he has a VIP platinum pass.
The door is slowly closing. Is Crom gonna chase after Pando in the galaxy and basically zero G's?
She runs in and the armor is already off, just left at the front door as you just see her purple butt cheeks flapping, running right to the door. And jumps right in right as it closes, and the tip of her tail claps at the door and she goes, ow! And goes in with you. Don't judge me, dog. As Mayhem looks over at the dog. I can't wait to nap. But I need food. As Mayhem's like, all right, guys, food's up here. Mayhem walks that way. Luna looks over and goes, guys, girls, and squirrels, all of you this way. Anybody wants to rest? All right, guys. Grismont, what does your bedroom look like when you walk up to your door? As you walk up to it, you see the door start shaping and transforming. It looks like an orc-looking door. You see the handle look kind of like home. What do you do as you get ready to open this door? What does it look like when you open the door for your imaginary bedroom that becomes reality for Grismont, for rest? And also a slight training room or whatever else, or orcs let you run into play with.
He walks in and it looks lots of scrap metal and bits and bobs in an area with like a crafting table. It's all red inside. It's red and blue inside.
Good luck and fast.
And a nice bed, a nice orc-shaped bed that he just falls into.
You see a few Gretchens running up and massaging your feet.
Hey, you! No!
They start massaging your giant orc feet.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
So, your character nods off, starts snoring up a storm, and the two Gretchens freak out and run into the second room, close the door, and plug their ears. Luna laughs as your door closes. All right, Shishi, are you going to the food or to the rest?
I'm food, actually.
So food upstairs. Leiden, where are you going? Food or you said food for you originally, right?
Yep, food.
All right. Pando, you're gonna have crazy zero G stuff with Chrome, Tomb Crawl, and Monks, whatever else you summon. And she's like, why is there three of me? What do you mean there's a golden version of me that has platinum on it? And why does this one look like a panda? Pando gone?
Yeah, he had to use the bathroom.
Okay, he's back. Did you hear any of that?
Yeah.
All right, that Chrome was asking why you had extra copies of her, and then a golden version that says platinum on it. And then there's a panda version as well, and she's like confused. Why didn't I know about this? Why couldn't you take me? It'd be so much fun. Wait, can I imagine one? And she imagines.
I thought you already had.
And she looks over going, what the hell are you doing? As another door opens, you see it here in your floating galaxy with the palm right on it. And it's the secret pass by Pando. VIP pass. You son of a bitch, you're going to my secret room?
No, it's not exactly the door you think it is. It's more like the glory hole you find in the side of your bedroom wall.
That's where they come from.
Roommate trying to peep in. So it happened to the side of your dimension, and just to keep an eye on you.
You constantly catch her masturbating, usually to her panda toy. But still, we'll talk about that later. It's a panda unicorn. Very rare, however special toy. But Grismont sleeps. You guys have your fun. Everybody else heads upstairs. DJ Thunderbase, Edward Knight, you go to the food or you go to the rest?
No, Edward went to training.
You went to the training area. The secret area up to the third floor. As you go there, it opens up to you, and all you hear in the room is a voice. Welcome, Edward. Would you like simulation 1 or simulation 542?
Actually, you know what? Let's start on 420 this time.
420, as the room turns to clouds of smoke. Have fun. As the door closes and the shadowy figures appear and start screaming as you do horrible things and have fun. As the clouds of smoke are filled with THC.
Of course.
Your favorite room, by the way. You go to that one the most. By the way, the rest of you guys finally head into the food section where there's a giant table. You see Mayhem opening his arms, and you see a bunch of different kind of squirrel chef hats running around with a head chef goblin and a head chef half orc. The little goblin.
Hey, you little shit pits. What do you want to eat? I'll slap the shit out of you with this frying pan.
And then you see the orc going, what he said, but you guys want food? Anything you wish I can make. You see a little goblin going,
I talk to you? No, you're stepping chef.
and he hits him with the frying pan. What do you guys, for those guys, you want to sit around the table? As Leiden Abner sits down, Forrest sits down, Mayhem sits down. Food that you imagine starts coming to your plates as you see these squirrels of all different colors running around with plates carrying them as like a team of 2 and 3s. Some for 4 or 5, depending on the weight. Mayhem especially for the giant stacks of ribs. You guys eat and feast off. Everybody has a long rest. So everybody can put a long rest for the characters. So the rest of you head off to your rooms. Now, what do the rest of your rooms look like before you end the floor? Gigi, what does your room look like as you enter your bedroom?
Do you know that SpongeBob episode where there's like a wave of like sardines? It's like an ocean of sardines facing off, and they're just like their mouths opening and closing, and then just lay on top.
You're talking about that scene that plays Laughing in the Sunshine. Laughing in the Sunshine.
Maybe.
Oh. People are going, I like fish and I like ocean, but what the fuck?
Why not both? It's like free back massage too, you know.
As an aquatic, sexy woman walks up behind you, that just appeared in the room, as she smiles, going, "Have fun." And she closed the door, and another one appears with a fish person. You're gonna have some
I
weird
think to
shit.
myself, I prefer that bug from earlier, but yeah, cool.
A female grung hops in. A frog person. That's what a grung is.
Oh god.
Ribbit.
You were about to say Gronk originally, weren't you?
I was, but I'm glad I didn't. That would have been more awkward. Had an orc walk up with a loincloth and a big club and, hey. Unless you're into that shit. But,
why would he have 2 clubs? He should already be equipped with one in the dream state.
oh, he
If
would
not,
be.
I mean, each their own, I guess.
Some people like BDSM. All right. Leiden, for you, for Abner, what does your room look like as you walk up to your room?
My room is more like kind of like home away from home. Cave design, like in the mountains where you have all your furniture, part of the stone. Same for table. And your oven's got like a wooden stone stove basically. Got a little bit of some twigs like along the outlining of the wall, about a foot up. That's like decoration. Like twigs that my mom had for a nest of sorts. And got some frames that are coated in gold of Abner's childhood growing up with his mom, and then his time with his brother and whatnot. And then you got a nice, comfy mammoth wool bed to sleep on for the cold nights if you're not able to get no firewood to keep your stove running. That's mostly what he's got.
Hey, can you roll a perception for Pando, please?
Sure.
He may or may not have pulled a prank.
Well, kind of like this,
21.
right?
19 plus 2, 21.
There's a panda plushie amongst the sticks.
That's funny.
That little
fucker. Abner.
So Jordan, kind of like this.
Oh, geez. There you go. Beautiful.
Yep,
Abner.
something.
Yep, something along the lines like that.
As you're like that in that room, you see the panda plushie in the bath. You look at the fireplace. You stare at it. You see the fire ignite, and you see your nephew's face in the fire. Abner! Help!
Spitfire! Spitfire! Where are you?
The mimic god has me. In his castle keep. Abner! I'm in a castle! Gone. As just it comes a regular fire again. That's the last thing you've seen
He
before you
must
see
have
his
been
head.
learning from Sirius Black.
You see fire at first in his face, you see teeth cover over and disappears. What does Abner say in reaction to?
I'm gonna try and use message to Silver Rain, see if I can contact her and see if she can find my brother, Nervomax. Or see where the hell he's at, because I can't find him. I can only find Mom.
You hear a knock on your door.
What is it? Go to the door, open it up.
No one's there. Up in the nest. So I heard the whole thing through the panda plushie.
I mean, wait, what? How did you get in here?
The panda plushie, obviously.
I want privacy. Throw out the door. Be between you and your
Next
girl.
time when Abner's jerking off, can I watch again through the panda? What?
Wow.
I
The
thought
bros
you
in
did.
trouble. All hoes have to stop.
Hey, you
Just
married
kind
me.
of into the room, kind of a pose and sort of like
All right, so
bros in trouble. Time to get the crew again.
Abner,
Yes.
as you're in your room pondering, as you message Silverin, what do you say?
Hey, I know we've been having an argument for a while, but I could use your help, sweetie, on one small thing. It's a family matter, I promise.
Is it about saving your nephew? Fuck! As you hear her sounding like drastic in pain, fighting something, and you heard clashing as she's talking.
Okay. I'm calling forth Cyrex, bringing him into the room right now.
As you hear a message from Silverin, I can't tell you everything yet, but I think I found your nephew. Hi, Uncle. I'm captured too. Hi, Uncle.
You at least have a point.
Knife level fireball, damn it!
Your room engulfs.
Everything but Pando's underwear singes away.
Home. Naked again. I had a robe on. I had a robe. Now I am naked.
By the way, was the door open or closed?
Yes, it was open.
Oh no!
So flames also spit out straight into the hallway.
Mayhem.
And the naked Pando walks out.
It's like one of those anime comedies.
I'm gonna just hop back into my unit and grow my fur back.
Mayhem is walking through the hallway doing his nightly check.
Oh
As
no!
right as he walks down the hallway of
Wait, did I run into Mayhem while burnt off fur?
the most communicative. You're both naked fur animals right now, as he was a werewolf form still. Now with no fur. Walking down the hallway, you're both looking at each other, looking at each other up and down, going, we don't
That's
talk about
nasty.
this, right? We did you I didn't see nothing you didn't see wow. No wonder Chrome married you.
I mean,
on the
if
third
you
floor.
really want the story to disappear, Pando puts out his paw. How much you willing to cough up?
As he looks at you and cocks his
This
head,
before the conversation continues and just screams, "They have Silver Rain! They have my nephew! They got Spitfire! And I need to find my Fuck!
you hear a slant across Pando's face. Not with a hand, not with a foot. With a nat 20, the muscle stamp across his head. Fuck you. It's all you hear. And then he walks away, throws a bag of gold at you, 500 gold. As Crom opens the door, Crom opens the door and looks and goes, "So, Pando, by the way, I like that you're kind of shaved, but I like when your fur is up." Mayhem, what the fuck?
Pando holds up the gold. Hey, honey, I found allowance.
Mayhem shakes his head and goes, "I'm just going back to human form, and I'm going with the wife." Oh, wife opens the door and goes, "No, stay in that form. Come in."
Pando gets back up at 1 HP left and goes, I'm heading back into my room for rest. I'm going to grow my fur back. I'll be back in probably a week.
So this is what happens. Luno grabs Mayhem as still in his werewolf form with no fur on, pulls him into the room, and you hear the door close and love, happiness, hearts. But for you, Pando, as you start trying to walk to your room, right as you walk to your room, you hear a da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and Chrome running at you, butt naked, spears you into the door. As the door opens, you both fly in, and she goes, "I'm going to take the HP and give it back. Take the HP and give it back." And then she grabs the next hand and flick wounds, healing hands and flick wounds, and just starts pulling that like a you're Which one will I end with?
Yeah, so Pando, you're not getting much rest at all.
I don't know if I'm going to be fully healed or 1 HP by the end of this.
I'll let you know next time. No, you'll get full rest.
Pandora's box.
Last person on the list before we end this now, DJ Thunderbase. What does your room look like after training?
Like this.
That's so cool. Walk into your dark, weary room with your black drapes, red, fiery lit.
Let's lava stone for the floor. Let's lava stone for the floor.
As there's a mural above your door pattern that says Shadow Platinum Plus. Like the highest rank there is that no one knows about. And you're walking up smiling, closing the door, and a bunch of shadow minions walk up smiling at you in drapes or whatever you wish. You see all your treasure troves of your spare doors open as you look through. You also look through and see the pictures of all the adventures you've gone through. And you look on the list of something that's been written in your handwriting, but in older handwriting and a younger handwriting, like you're answering to yourself, writing a paper down. You said something, your older self answered. You said something again, older self answered again. You left a question. What was that question you asked or the answer you received? And what does it say on the paper? So what's that question that you wanted to ask your older self?
Where is this all leading me?
You read a paragraph. My brother, myself, it's going to lead you down the greatest path any Fire Ganassi assassin ever dreamt. You will help rule a kingdom. And behind that kingdom, your own true shadow. I'll show you. No one defeats the Shadow Lord. Chrome has no idea. You're her archenemy. And one day, you'll succeed sitting at all the thrones at once, with every shadow of their king. What do you say to that?
As shadows start just covering over my face as it's like the scene is fading to black, you just see Edward just smile. A very evil looking smile as it just black.
All right. And for that, guys, girls, and squirrels, this was Rolling to Die. Episode 114. Tune in next week for the next segment of this of part 5. Will you guys get to the next part? And will it be a part 6? Depending on how you guys go. Hope all is well with everybody. Remember, that was dozy bullshit. It's a crazy clown world. Fair enough. You all. Good night. Does anybody want to say anything before we end this tonight? Doug Cooper?
Tune in on Wednesday, 9 p.m. sharp for the Chaotic Minds podcast. Be there or be square.
Eastern Standard Time. All right, Leiden, anything for you to say?
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to your friends, family, coworkers, and all. We love you all, and we hope you enjoy the show. Remember, wash your face, wash your ass, wash your hands. You know you have to.
Shishi.
Nothing for me. Good night, guys.
All right, DJ Thunderbase, any announcements before we hit this?
Nope.
All right, guys, girls, and squirrels. We'll see you next time on Rolling to Die. Good night, everybody.